it and they start freaking out and sharing it, and then isn't that how stuff spreads?
Oh, guys,
freaks everyone out.
I just realized something.
Not a big deal.
I just realized something. We have to start over.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Because apparently
wasn't recording.
No, it was streaming. I don't care about the recording. For some reason, when I clicked to unmute us right before we went live, it muted us again. So we were just talking heads the whole time.
Yikes.
Wow.
So, great start to this stream. I'll just crop it later when I export it to YouTube. To the start of when we talk. But welcome to the Vomitorium 2.0, everybody! This is how we run things here. Anyway, so I am your host, Metal. With me are my brother Matt. We have Eno and Chris.
Now we get a second.
Hello again.
Second round introduction.
Yeah, second round.
It's like, yeah, here's fucking Matt. Here's Eno.
Yeah.
It's like, hey everybody. Hey.
It's about time you figured it out. Well, you know what?
Yes.
There was nobody in the chat telling us we were muted, so that would have helped. I had the chat up the whole time.
True.
I'm listening to you guys. I'm not listening to the videos.
Oh, no, I'm not listening to the video either, right? So, anyway, so let me break down the program again. This is the Vomitorium. It's kind of a live show that's going to go on for 3 hours, if you can tell from the schedule here, or slightly less than that now, if you're going to see the cropped version later. And this is a reboot of a program that we ran 4 years ago was the last time we ran this, believe it or not. It's been a long time. And we're just going to shoot the shit and talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about for the entire time. We're live here on Twitch and D-Live at the same time. We would be live on YouTube, but YouTube is being really stupid right now. I'll figure out how to make that work, maybe even as we're going. And then later today, I've got another show where I'll be interviewing comic creator Jason Robinson, who is currently live with a project. And until
like
then,
a famous person.
Let's get back to what we're doing. Like I said, there are certain things well, actually, we can mention them all we want now, I guess, but it will cause us problems later on YouTube. There is a game that cannot be named, as we've said before, which we're just going to be called B-Movie Simulator 2020. Simulator. Yeah. And a certain disease we can't name over on the YouTube side, which is going to be called Virus Chan. And if either of those things come up, that is how we'll be referring to them.
B-Movie 2020.
Yeah.
I hope I don't forget any of that.
Oh, you're going to, and then you're just going to ruin it for everybody at some point. That's fine.
Yeah.
We expect it.
Okay. It's the Vomitorium.
It is the Vomitorium, where we just spew forth.
True.
Uncontrollably.
Hells yeah, we do.
Even though, I guess I should explain for newcomers what a vomitorium actually is, because people have this really bizarre idea that the vomitoriums were places where people went to throw up after binge eating. But really, all it is the hallway or opening that leads to... I've never met a
single person who goes, oh yeah, you guys are the people that throw up after eating, right? Never...
It's a hallway. That's what a vomitorium is. That feeds out into the stands of a stadium. It literally means that which spews forth, so when people come through, it looks like they're spewing out. Simple as that. It was for the Colosseum originally in Rome.
Oh.
Yeah. So, how are you guys today? I guess we need to re-catch up for the chat, and for anybody that can actually hear us now.
I just woke up 45 minutes ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was doing pirate shit. Just like you.
We're all in pirate ships. It may look like we're in normal rooms, but these are actually just well-decorated pirate ships.
Yeah, for real.
All two of them.
Yeah, all two. Yeah.
Wow, it looks very... The waters look very
calm.
Very calm.
No, it was just stabilized camera. You can't tell. That's why, like, I'm actually just like shaking this whole time.
Crazy stabilization.
Yeah, the wonder of the 21st century.
Wow.
Oi.
Man.
And I guess we were prior to unmuting, we were talking about how not a big deal these murder hornets are.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we have to say all that again. So, yeah, there's nothing like they found one dead hornet, and it's
One
no,
dead one. Wasn't
it
even
was
alive.
dead. It
Yeah.
was dead on like a shipment, like a shipping.
Well, that was it. They didn't find
Ship.
any live ones.
No, it was dead. And
So, oh,
Shipping.
okay, that's stupid.
and the thing is, even if there were any, if they found the nest, they would destroy it immediately.
Right.
Like
And
it's
if
not
there were
like
one or two of them. It's like, okay.
they're not gonna spread like fucking like rabbits or some shit
Oh yeah.
or ants.
Well, even then,
And
like,
it was probably already dead too. It probably fell off. Its dead body probably fell off of whatever it was on. You said it was on a ship or something.
Yeah, it was probably getting a shipment
Yeah,
from like Japan.
Probably already dead.
yeah, it hasn't had anything to
Oh.
feed on because
There's no-
bees and
there's no way
hornets
to
need
know.
nectar to live.
True.
Like, where's the sugar water that they need to survive on the shipment? I don't know.
Drinking the salt water.
No, it's
But
like
yeah, it was dead.
Maybe he had his own sugar water.
and you know how hard it is for invasive species
How's
of
it-
insects to
He's had
spread.
it in his pocket, like it was in his little bug pocket.
This is what I don't think people
His little
understand too,
canteen.
right?
Whip it out when he's thirsty.
Like,
Yeah.
fire ants are an invasive species of insect, and they're not even everywhere in the United States, despite how long they've been around.
Yeah, I mean, there's no fire ants up here.
It's like
Are
it
you
takes
sure?
a really long
100%.
time for species populations to
Because you
spread.
haven't seen any doesn't mean they're not real there.
I'm just gonna go transplant.
Uh,
I'm gonna run up
what?
to.
Talking about ghosts.
New
Yes.
York.
I'm gonna go
I'm
up
just
to
gonna
New
drop
York.
one fire ant
No,
mound.
no,
and
no.
that's it.
I'm gonna
It's
transplant an entire fire ant mound right up to New York. Right on Long
I
Island.
think it's too cold
No,
up here.
just mail one. Just go
Just
out with
mail
an
a
envelope
single-
to
A single queen
Yeah,
fire
an
ant.
anthill. just kind of dump some of the ants in one. Mail it.
You need the queen.
Just
At
one
least.
queen.
Just one queen.
Yeah, not even any males for her to reproduce with, just a queen. I'm sure she'll do fine.
No, they reproduce on their own. You can't make more. I don't think you can make more queens though.
Yeah, you can.
So how do you
Without
get another
mouse.
queen?
The queen has to have
that's-
another
that's when
queen
the
to
male comes
replace her.
along.
Yeah.
No, but like for a new, I guess tribe of ants or whatever. Where does the queen come from?
Another queen.
It comes from a male. Yeah. Males have wings,
Okay, so like.
so they fly around and
if
pretty much
another
start
queen
new.
is born, do they just kill it?
Nah, sometimes there are multiple queens. But
Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna learn about ants for 3 hours.
I know a lot about ants. I like ants a lot.
Do you?
They're cool. Really interesting.
Let me ask you this. Okay.
Are you playing Smash Brothers while we're on the podcast?
No. I'm actually just playing some that turn-based.
Oh,
game.
okay.
That way, I edit if I don't want to. That way, I just have something in front of me.
Because
I'm in front of you.
apparently we're not that important.
I'm like using my phone because my PC won't start up for some reason. Like it's all lit up, but like I guess the power button's like not working or something like that. So like,
Well,
I'm
how
not
would it
quite-
light up? It unless yours is always
Press.
lit.
It is always lit because of like RAM and shit lights up
Okay.
when it's not on. You can open up the side and
Manually turn it on.
there should be a start button on your motherboard.
Yeah. There's like a red start button, and I pressed
Yeah.
it, and nothing happened.
Oh fuck. That's how I have to turn my computer on.
Yeah, because I mean, I was having that problem a few days ago, and I had to do it that way. Now it just doesn't work. I guess my computer's just fried, so I don't know.
Oh, Matt, did you try turning it off and back on again?
How can you turn it off if it won't turn on?
Is it
Well, I
plugged
don't
in?
know. It
It's
might
definitely
work.
plugged in because it's lit up.
I'm lit up.
What's familia?
Well, sounds like your computer.
Is fucked.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm getting at.
It died from being lonely. You haven't been on it so fucking long.
I can believe that. Either that or it died
been
from
reading
the
like
fact
a
that.
fucking nerd, dude.
Well, I'm gonna say that he probably died from all of the dust and animals and shit in there.
Probably.
Dude, you got
Animals.
ants in your PC, bro?
Yeah.
Fire
Ants
ants.
like electricity.
There's just fire ants
Ants like
all over
electricity.
the inside of his PC.
They're gaming.
The game.
Gaming ants.
I wish I could read shit. I don't know how to read.
Why not? I mean, I used to know it, but I kind of forgot.
That's what happened to me.
Reading's for babies.
Yeah.
Nobody reads anymore. Except
Yeah.
babies.
Yeah, for real. I was looking at pictures. Like, why read?
Isn't that actually
True,
what
though.
babies do?
No! What?
Like,
Oh, you're right.
Are we nodding or like outing Chris as a baby?
No, babies read.
Babies can't read.
Yeah, you just said it before. You said they read.
I've never
Oh,
heard
shit.
Sure, yeah, no, I believe
That's
this.
because they
totally.
read in baby talk. Do you speak
Ah.
baby talk?
I only read baby speak.
Yeah,
Does
can you
baby
read
speak have its own like alphabet? Are they like squiggles and stuff, but they all have actual meanings that we can't decipher?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I used to.
Baby speak is
Well,
different for
baby.
each baby.
For each
So-
baby, yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's different for each baby. So
ever
are they-
changing
Like a
language.
thumbprint.
I'm not saying that didn't make sense.
But it made perfect sense. I understand.
Yeah, that's what.
No, their language is like their thumbprint.
The language is their DNA.
It's all the. This is stupid. Let's move on.
We're just gonna get caught up on this right here.
That was really dumb.
Yep.
Oh yes. Oh, welcome to the
We're talking
Vomitorium.
about
Really
the
It's a
dumb.
tangent.
We were talking about the hornets, and then we started talking about ants. And
And then
It just-
yeah.
It just spiraled from there.
What is this? A
It just got
podcast
out of
for
hand.
ants?
Oh man. But
Let's
so-
just rename this Antcast.
Antcast. Where we give
Where we
you
talk about
112 unique facts of ants every episode.
Every episode and twice a week.
twice.
Yeah.
How many fucking facts?
There's, like, what the fuck, dude? After 2 episodes, you're like, I don't know what to fucking do anymore.
I don't know what to
See,
do.
never
I know
YouTube video
ants.
on ants.
Hello, we're renaming our
Fucking
channel
hate
Roachcast.
Ants.
Just move on to a different
Roachcast.
insect every few weeks with a new cast. Till we run out of insects to talk about.
Hey, welcome back
Every
to the Scorpion
insect.
Show. They were talking about ants last week. What the fuck? I came back
Scorpion
to
show.
ants.
Dude, I would watch Scorpion Show. That sounds fun.
That sounds sick.
Okay, guys, drop everything. Let's go out and find some scorpions.
I don't have any
Fuck
scorpions up here, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
It'd be
sure
easier for the
it's
rest of us.
hard, dude. We could, like, I don't know.
I'm
Scorpions are
sure you can
scary.
find one on you guys, but not over here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We need to transplant some scorpions up to New York, too.
The most dangerous
Mail 'em.
shit we got are
Mail them.
Mail 'em.
sharks and fucking
Mail in scorpions.
plants.
I should just fax one.
Just
That wouldn't really work.
Fax the
A
scorpion.
live scorpion.
Oh,
Like,
Oh,
or-
I'm getting a fax. See, just scorpions.
could you,
crawling
imagine,
out.
could you just imagine sitting there? Oh, hey, I'm getting a fax. Oh, what the fuck?
That sounds like a sketch idea.
I don't live in Mario Paintland, alright? That doesn't work like that. Yeah, the most dangerous shit is plants and sharks.
Transplant some sharks.
No, we have plenty of sharks. We don't need more. You ever see Jaws?
Sharks.
Is that a movie?
Shut up. You know what Jaws is.
I don't watch movies.
I don't know what movies are. Yeah, that was on Long Island.
Well, if it's a book, I ain't reading it. 'Cause I don't read.
That's good.
There's only, yeah, because only babies read, right?
Only.
Yeah, only babies read.
Yeah, only babies read. So, I don't even.
What?
What have you guys
Yeah,
thought?
fucking what, motherfucker?
What?
Sorry, I didn't know where we were going. I just wanted to.
What? Okay.
So, what else is going on? Anybody do anything cool? I know this show's all possible because Tommy got a new laptop.
Yes,
Yeah,
my
that's pretty dope.
amazing new laptop.
How's that going?
It is going wonderful.
Hell's yeah.
I love it.
All right, well,
What kind of laptop is it? What
I
brand
have
is
to
it?
go, so I'll see you guys next time.
Oh shit. Okay. Bye bye.
Yeah, it's a Asus, which is like the only brand of laptop
Oh,
I
nice.
ever personally buy.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's got a AMD Ryzen 7 in it, so everything is running pretty fine.
You said you've got rice in your computer.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
to
let's
attract
go-
the
never
ants,
mind.
because, you know, ants like to be in computers.
That is
Yeah.
true.
So
They make
that's
it
how
run
you
faster.
feed the ants, so
Yeah.
that the ants can keep your computer running, right?
Ants
Yeah,
eat
yeah.
rice.
They do. They
Yeah.
eat all kinds of carbohydrates and sugars and stuff.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mm. Back to the ant facts.
Oh Jesus
I'm gonna
Christ.
bring up ants every single time I'm on the show.
No, we don't need to talk about the ants.
I'm going to every time, bro.
We weren't even talking about ants. We were talking about the fucking hornets.
Dig it.
I'm gonna
I'd be
bring
down
up
for
ants
that.
every-
I'm just gonna let like 2 hours of this podcast pass. And I'm gonna bring ants back up at the end of it.
Yeah. If we stop talking about it.
In the first
For
place,
real.
yeah. If we ever stop talking about these ants
You gotta start over.
from the
It
very
still
beginning.
says live. So
Yeah.
although there it goes. Oh,
I
there
don't-
he goes.
Yeah,
Here we
Oh.
go.
yeah, we're
Alright.
here. We're live. There's a hiccup. Whatever.
Let's go.
Cut the video. Cut.
If I have to merge things together, I'll merge things together. I don't care.
Cut the video.
Cut the video.
Cut the video. No, we're fine.
Why? So I don't know if any of you guys are interested.
In ants? Of
Boy,
course we
here
are.
go.
No, not ants. That's what happened to your Wi-Fi. To fucking answering your Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Okay, what are you interested in?
Fantasy Star Online 2 is coming to the West, or has came to the West,
Okay.
and yeah, it's been like it was locked in Japan. You got any of you guys ever played a Fantasy Star game? Something like
Yes.
Sega and shit.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Actually,
my
I think
friends really
Mickey and I
like
played
games.
together over at
Yes, we
Jacob's
did.
house. Yeah.
Yep. What was that on that we played it on? I don't
GameCube.
remember.
It was a port from the Dreamcast.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Sick,
Sick, dude.
sick, dude.
Sick.
I remember really liking it too. Is the second one gonna be like the first one?
Well, the second one's been out for a
Fantasy
while.
Star Online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the gameplay
Well,
of it. or
it's
nothing.
it's an MMO.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's right
That's
now
right.
it's only on Xbox One, but it's coming to Windows 10 soon because it's already out for Xbox One.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, it's been in Japan for like a few years.
On the Switch? Man, that'd be dope.
I don't think so. I think it's just on Xbox One and Windows 10.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I believe it's actually
But,
been available for Windows for a while, but only in Japan. But there is an English
no.
version of it in Japan.
It's you have to like patch it with the English.
Yeah.
It's not like just like readily available, and it's not that good of a translation.
No, it's not. I've seen it.
So some people like do it. They just kind of like tank through it, but
Wait, are you saying there's reading in this game?
no, they
Dude.
probably talk. But in Japan, it's probably reading.
Dude, there's reading in like every game
Well.
except for maybe the original Mario.
What they say about reading.
No, the princess is in another castle. So
Yeah. No, the original
The only
Mario.
thing you
I didn't
read.
say Super Mario Brothers.
Oh shit.
The original
Oh,
Mario.
what do you mean?
There's
You
nothing to
like
read?
Donkey Kong?
Well, technically, Mario was originally Donkey Kong. But I was talking about Mario Brothers. Just not the
Yeah,
super.
the one
Just
with-
not the
yeah,
super
it's-
variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say that the princess in another castle.
No, they
in
don't.
the first
The
Yeah,
princess isn't in the original Mario Brothers. It's just Mario, Luigi, and Pipes.
Yeah,
Oh, you're talking about the multiplayer one.
Yeah,
talking
it's the
about
original Mario Brothers.
technically be Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, but I mean,
Yeah, bro, better check yourself, bro, before you get fucking, before you get your
It's
facts
a
wrong.
score, doesn't it?
You get ants to open your Wi-Fi.
It can be hard. The later levels, yeah.
Boop, boop.
Talking about Mario Brothers, how
Yeah.
far has anybody actually gotten in that game?
I made it to... I think there's only actually 5 levels, because you have to repeat stuff several times. I've made it through it.
You've beaten Mario Brothers.
Yeah, but I beat it on one of those Game Boy Advance remakes, so I don't know how close it was to the original. I think the original just loops indefinitely.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably like how Pac-Man is.
Though there is an end to Pac-Man, because at a certain point the game just can't handle anymore, and there's like a glitch screen where like half the map is glitched up.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
That's how you get world records.
I don't know.
People
I
have
didn't
no
know I was
lives.
going with that.
You had a doily sticking out over there.
Who?
You.
A doily.
Yeah.
Sticking out from where?
I don't know, there's a fucking doily in the screen.
What?
What doily? What are you talking about?
Is there like a
Yeah,
poster in there?
Oh, the tube?
Tube?
Oh,
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just got a poster. You want to see the poster I got? I'll show you.
Yeah, show everybody your poster.
Hold on, let's see. It's that one right there.
And we'll have to describe it for... eventually
Yeah,
these will be back on SoundCloud when I get that running back up, so it will be in podcast form. So what poster was it?
It's the movie poster for Stanley Kubrick's The Shining.
Noise.
Yeah.
The Good
Good
Shining.
stuff. You're a Shining.
I have a little shine from the light.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, just a little.
No, yeah.
No. Okay, Tommy, don't bullshit you. Don't bullshit yourself, okay?
Well, everyone shines a little.
No.
They say so in the
That was
book.
fiction.
I live in perpetual
That was
darkness.
fiction.
There's
So,
no
yeah,
shine.
none of that really matters. So, Tommy, give us a good old topic to talk about. I know you got some stuff stewing up in that brain,
Oh, I was gonna say,
in that brain of yours.
Animal Crossing has been a really popular thing right now.
Yep.
Sure has.
Especially, well, just gaming period has been popular ever since everybody's
I
locked
do not
inside.
have a Switch.
I have Animal Crossing on the Switch.
You have Animal Crossing on the Switch, and we haven't played together yet. What the fuck,
Well,
Eno?
you see, I can't really get into it because the way that I see it is, you get money to buy furniture and clothes, and upgrades for your house. I mean, is there more to it than that I'm
That's
missing?
What more do you want?
He wants to kill stuff.
Anything more?
There's
I
fishing.
mean, it reminds me of a lot like Stardew Valley, and there's like things you can do in Stardew Valley that I wish. Oh, god damn it, my alarm keeps going off.
Well, there's always that classic comparison. Everybody has always compared Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon to each other.
Harvest Moon. Okay, yeah, that's
Which
the one
Stardew
I
Valley
I
was just
trying
a
to-
fan's frustration at Harvest Moon and trying to make a game that was like it, since they didn't like the direction that Harvest Moon was going.
Yeah,
I like Stardew Valley.
yeah, they're both great games,
Yeah.
Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon. But I mean, there's so much to do in Stardew Valley and in Harvest Moon. Whereas
There's a lot to
in
do in Animal Crossing.
Well, I know, but for what though? For furniture and clothes, I need something more than that.
There's a lot.
More than that in my life.
There is more, bro.
Oh,
Like furniture and clothes.
And ants! You can catch ants in Animal Crossing.
No, you
Yeah,
can't.
and
got
Yeah, you can.
spiders.
You got a
spiders that
tarantula.
chase you.
Yeah, you got to fill up your museum. That's something to do. You gotta, you actually
Yeah.
want to be friends with your villagers because eventually they'll give you like photos and stuff like that.
Photos.
Yeah, you get a picture of like every villager that you become really tight friends with.
Well, like, what is that even like? How's that like? Hey, we're really good friends. Here's a picture of me.
Are they at least like fucking nudes or something, bro? I want
Photos.
a picture of you. Picture of my neighbor just for being nice to him. It's like, oh, here you go.
Hey, put this on
You
your
might
wall.
want this.
Why? I don't want to put it on my wall. It's weird.
You go in the basement, it's just filled wall to wall, just pictures of everybody. And in
It's
that
like
world,
those
you're not
people.
considered a
It's
creep.
just fucking animal themselves.
There's like X's on people who
No,
disappear.
officer
You
they
left
gave
this
me
town
these.
weeks ago.
Yeah, no, he dipped. So doesn't live here anymore.
He's gone. I don't know what happened to him, but
At a
I've
certain
seen
point,
him
you
about
actually get to reconstruct
3
your
weeks.
island in this one. Like you can do
change
some
the
major,
layout or-
yeah, like you can do some heavy duty landscaping. You can change where the cliffs are. You can change the way your river is, and actually just
Ooh,
completely
that sounds
change.
tedious.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen people plant trees and have to like dig holes, dig holes to, like line it up, and then it just takes a whole like a whole process, and it doesn't look very fun to me.
But you'll go play Stardew Valley and don't care about a tedious process.
Well, I mean, at least there's dungeon crawling in that, and mining and
really
crafting,
get
and oh no, there's crafting in Animal Crossing.
I wouldn't say there's
I
I
feel
think
like there's
that's-
more.
Stardew. Like the only thing would be like the beginning, when you have to like water your shit every day and stuff like that.
Stardew,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you get
But
sprinklers.
once you get sprinklers, like you can do whatever the
Like,
fuck you want.
Once you get the quality sprinklers, oh, bro,
The iridium sprinklers, bruh. Hell yeah, bruh.
I think you're cool. You just have to one up me. Is that like what we're doing now?
I don't know.
I
I've been
guess
playing
so.
Animal Crossing for a really long time,
But
like since the original iteration.
mm,
Mm.
mm.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh. I mean, no, it's.
Well, I don't know. I can give you a gift that makes things more fun.
I would play it.
Are they? Is it a gun?
No, it's
I
a
go
it's
around and
a
slaughter my neighbors.
no, but you can fuck with your neighbors with it.
I
I
can
can-
fuck my neighbors.
I could give you the gift of the pitfall seed.
I don't know what that means.
The
What, a
pitfall
sexual thing?
seed is a little orb that you get it's white with an exclamation mark on it, and you bury it under the ground and it becomes a pitfall trap. And when people walk over it, they get sucked into it.
They die.
Damn,
Fucking
that sounds
dumb.
brutal.
Yeah.
They fall into spikes and they fucking die.
And then they're like,
I mean,
And then they're
that does
choking.
sound kind of fun.
Yeah. But there's only one way to get it in this game. In the old games, you had to dig them up. There would be like 3 randomly in your town every day or something like that. But in this one, they're not randomly in the ground. You, at a very, very rare drop rate, are given a recipe for it. And it's so rare that the odds of you getting it are slim to none. But if you dig up somebody else's pitfall or fall into it, your character instantly learns the recipe. So then you become like this agent of chaos, jumping from town to town, burying pitfalls, just to spread this madness.
Wow.
Yep.
How's
Yeah.
it?
And I was the chosen
wow.
one. I got the recipe, so I've just been running around spreading the madness.
It's madness.
Chaos!
Everyone must know my suffering.
oh yeah.
Sunk some ships.
What'd
Yeah,
you say?
I sunk some ships.
Oh yeah. Are you
Yeah.
playing the game
Is
still?
that a euphemism for something?
Oh, I'm not playing right now, no. But I was. That game's fun as fuck. It's very immersive. Very, very immersive.
Oh, what, Sea of Thieves?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Although last night, I haven't played it in a while, but I really wanted to play it last night because I was watching someone play it on Twitch, and I wanted to play it. And I spent like 30 minutes getting some treasure chests and shit. But then I was like, God, I really want to like go watch True Blood right now and eat popcorn. I was like, fuck, do I want to like spend 10 minutes and travel to an outpost and sell this shit? I was like, nah, fuck it.
Well, let's see.
So I
Okay,
just turned it off.
I'm
All
gonna have
that
to
money
ask a question
wasted.
here.
Uh-huh.
What happened to your balls?
My balls,
Yeah, what happened to your testicles?
they're still attached to my body.
Because you just
No,
said the
they're
words, "I want to go watch some True Blood."
Oh, watch True Blood. We lost our internet went out a couple days ago, or actually it was last week, and I didn't have anything to watch, and they have a True Blood on DVD, like the whole DVD set. I was like, fuck it, let's watch some True Blood. And I watched the
Yeah,
first
watch
couple
True Blood.
episodes, and then the internet came back on a few days later, and it's on Hulu. I was like, fuck, this show's actually really good. So I kept watching it, and I'm into it now. I'm on season 4.
Give us the rundown.
Let's see. Bill the Vampire Bill is king right now. Eric and Suki just had sex for the first time. Let's see. There's so much shit going on. There's the whole witch thing happening right now. Man, I don't know. It's just, I'm getting
There's just
into
so much going on in True Blood.
it. Well, somebody said it was like vampire porn. But then I was like, I really liked Game of Thrones. That was like medieval fantasy porn. So, I mean,
So really, you just like porn, is what it is.
Yeah.
maybe that's it. Maybe
I think that's it.
That's what it's starting to sound like to me.
Huh.
But he doesn't like normal porn, right? So like just regular, straight
I
up
like cinematic porn.
modern day porn just doesn't do it for him. He needs his lens flares. He needs his Dutch angles. He needs all
I
of
need my
that shit.
subtitles on too.
Yeah.
Gotta have the subs on.
And it's got to be a period piece, but not the kind you're thinking of.
Yeah, I
Oh,
hope not.
Yikes.
I hate it.
That was just fucking. Oh,
Blood ocean.
Well, I mean, both ones you mentioned have a lot of blood in them. One spilling at the other vampires, so.
Mhm.
I'm the one who found the vampire shoe, so I should be in the Vampire Olympics.
Neighbor.
I feel like you were like it was like the dude that's like pushing the two buttons and you're sweating. You're like, you're like, joke? Or,
That's exactly what it was.
yeah, you're like,
Oh,
So, what's the appeal of this Sea of Thieves? Because I've watched a lot of gameplay, and plenty of people try to
Sea
sell
of
it to
Thieves?
me, and
you get
it
to be a
just
fucking pirate.
it just does not look fun at all from everything
for
I've
one,
seen.
you're a pirate.
It's a lot of fun.
Get to sail around in a pirate ship.
Yeah,
Like
you
in
get to be a
first
part of a
person. It's-
crew,
Yeah.
and you get to fucking fight other pirates and shit, like other
Find
players,
buried
and then
treasure.
ghost ships and shit. Like, all right, when we were playing the other day,
Listen.
So we saw this fucking ship, a small ship in the distance, and we had the big ship. All right, these big motherfuckers versus little tiny boat.
Are you
The one
sure the
that-
ship was small or not just really far away?
It was both.
Okay,
Are children just small, or are they far away?
they
Damn.
could be.
So anyway, so we're going after the ship, and we get close, and I'm like, hey guys, how you doing? And then out of fucking nowhere, as we get close, a fucking big ass ghost ship just comes out. We end up having a battle between the three of us, and it was rough. It was rough.
How rough?
We died, but we were fighting for a good like 20-30 minutes.
Oh wow.
Like, it was insane. We ran out of supplies. That's all. It was a battle of attrition, and we ran out of supplies. And we didn't really know how to fight, like, ghost ships. Like, now we know to board and shit. But
Yeah.
you can shoot yourself out of a cannon, which
How do you
sick.
board a ghost ship? Like, is the ship also a ghost? Would you just go through it?
Well, the
No.
ships... No, when it's when it
I
comes
think it's just
out...
the people on the ship are ghosts.
Well, they're skeletons, actually. They're
Why would you say that? Why did you
They're-
think that was okay?
They're skinny people. So that's what we call them. They're
Is that
skinny
like-
people.
Mr. Skelly Man.
That's better. Yeah, there was the guy from those guys in James and the Giant Peach. It was
Mhm.
them. That's who you gotta fight. But yeah, if you don't fucking kill them, they
You
just
gotta fight the
repair their
giant
ship.
cloud too.
Giant cloud. There are giant clouds that are shaped like shit.
No
There's
shit.
like skulls. There's ships.
Like a rhino.
There's no rhino though. That would be really cool, like Easter
A
egg.
rhino?
Yeah.
That's what it is in James and the Giant Peach. It's a rhino. He's like
Oh,
afraid
the
of.
cloud, the rhino cloud?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why
Wow.
that scared me as a kid. I was like, what the fuck?
It was scary. It was loud.
Oh,
But-
things
Yeah, things that are loud are scary. Ah! But
fuck, dude, got my heart.
so
going.
yeah, if you don't kill the fucking skeletons, they just repair their ship indefinitely. So, we got fucked on. But
Why don't you
there's
just-
also like
Why don't you
megalodons,
eat
there's
the
krakens.
Skellyman? If you eat the Skellyman, then they can't repair the
They
ship.
don't have any meat.
No, you just eat the bone.
I can't eat the bone.
Yes,
I'm not
you
a
can.
fucking troll.
It's not a gameplay mechanic.
Ah,
I'm not
Ah.
a troll. I can't eat the bone.
I'm sad to say.
Well, we just kill them, and
calcium.
yeah,
No.
I was actually, and then I learned the best way to like do things is to just have someone like get on a ship without getting caught and just ninja it.
Oh, I've seen people do that before, where they like tuck in the like the mast or something, and
Yeah,
then they'll watch the people go on their quest and they get all the treasure, and then steal it right from under them right at the last minute. And
How,
then sell
how
it.
long has this been out?
it's been out for a few years. Has it? It's been
That's
like,
what I thought, 'cause I thought I've heard
It's about to come out on Steam. Actually, I saw a thing for
It
it. On
is.
Steam.
I'm testing it out on the game. We're not fucking sponsored, but the Xbox Game Pass right now is $1 for a month. So it's on there, and I was like, "Fuck it, I want to try." I've been wanting to play this game for a long time. I just never put money into it because it was like 40.
Oh, you play on console? I see.
No, I'm playing
I-
on. I'm playing on Windows. What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you can play like any Xbox game on Windows now. Get with the program.
That's right.
Almost. Yeah, it's on the Game Pass on Microsoft. So it's
Yeah.
the same thing you played.
Okay, I've never owned an Xbox before, so.
I don't have an Xbox.
Oh, that's not true. I had an Xbox 360 college until it red ringed, but yeah. That was
Yeah,
it.
I had a 360, but
That was my last
I
console.
if you guys will search in
Was
your
that
search
before
bar
or after all your shit
for
got
Windows
stolen?
10?
I
My
think it
shit?
was.
Oh, his shit.
No, that was the same Xbox.
Same Xbox.
think.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Do you
I
have
don't think
Windows
I've
10?
ever had a 360.
Yeah.
If you have Windows 10, just type Xbox into
Xbox Game Bar. Yeah.
yeah. No, the console companion.
Oh, the console companion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's your that lets you play like Xbox games. But yeah, I played through this. You log
I
into
see.
your
Oh shit.
you log into like your Xbox gamer tag and all that.
Okay, actually, I do need to pull something up because we have something that is similar to a sponsor, except we're not getting paid.
Just added a browser source.
Yep.
Browser
yeah.
source lets you display a web page from the internet on a local file.
It's
see.
$1 right
Commonly
now
used for widgets and alerts.
for
Let's see if it'll
the
bring it
The
up.
URL to page
So-
likely display.
There we go.
why.
There we go. So, why is that there?
Oh.
This is Secret Comics Presents, which I did promise I would plug. The show I'm doing later on with Jason Robinson will be about this comic, and it is an Indiegogo that, as you see, only has 4 days left, and it's only halfway through the funding, which is why I'm plugging it to see if we can get any extra eyes on there. Jason is a wonderful artist. In fact, he did that cover there, I think. But can I get the interiors? How do you scroll in the browser source, if you even can? Yeah, I don't know if you can. Oh, I probably should have just did this in window. Anyway, I'll talk about it right now. The story is by Nasser Rabadi. He does a lot of horror stuff. It is a fine horror comic, completely in black and white. It's a few shorts, right? 4 terrifying short stories. So it's almost like a digest. All the stories are really fast paced. Here, done. There's a lot of suspense in them, and the art looks amazing. You should go and check it out. And we'll talk more about it later tonight, and I'll probably plug it a couple more times throughout the show.
Sweet.
Okay, back to our normal stuff.
So,
Nobody said a fucking word.
I did. That's too late.
You know, I can always rely on you to rely on.
I know. Sure, baby, I know. But
Go.
yeah, I mean, the game is it's really it's fun. I mean, you're a pirate. It's dope.
Plus the water physics in the game.
Oh my
the
God,
water looks
water physics.
amazing.
And the way it looks is
Yes,
beautiful.
it's probably the
What do you
best
mean?
water I've ever seen in
Like
any
how you
type of
travel
game.
on or in the water.
On the water, both actually. Like it all just
Yeah,
looks
it's both.
good.
How well can you swim?
That's what I'm.
You can
wondering.
swim very well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You swim pretty fast. You have a pretty long, like, you can breathe underwater for quite a long time. And there's sometimes you'll have to go underwater to get shit. I just did a thing where I went into like a ruin that was underwater and shit. It was like a wrecked ship and a bunch. It was really cool because there's like a story to the game as well, but it's online with other players. Like you're gonna encounter other players, and I usually just I'll if I don't feel like fighting or if I have shit, I'll just try not to fight them. But most of the times they fight us and then we just kill them because my crew is pretty good. They listen pretty well. I'm the captain, so
I'm
you
the
know.
captain now.
Yeah, look at me. I am the captain.
I am the captain.
But yeah, and then the immersiveness, like there was a little bit before we got off the other day. You can play like instruments, and whenever you play an instrument, someone joins along, and it'll be like the same song. And there's this one song that's actually written for the game. The other songs are like songs that already exist. And it was like nighttime. We were sailing, and it was like a big full moon. And it was super pretty, and we were all just sitting there, just playing a song. Got really immersed. My friend said he like closed his eyes and just like listened to the music and the waves. It was crazy.
It was a beautiful moment in gaming.
Beautiful.
Just
It
saying,
was a beautiful moment. It was.
It was just beautiful.
It was. And you know, you don't get it's hard to get shit like that nowadays, especially with having been like played a lot of the games that are already like that.
I feel it. I don't think I've had a moment like that in a game in a while.
That's what I'm saying.
That was just beautiful.
Well, the game I've been
I
playing.
played a game where I was like, holy shit, that was just like it was
Wait,
just a
Mickey,
amazing
you play
moment.
games? I don't know.
I-
I only play Overwatch.
What's up?
Yeah.
Like the only game I ever play nowadays.
Oh, you just made my
You
stomach
actually play
hurt.
Overwatch currently?
I think I'm dying.
Fucking
Dead game.
I thought people stopped playing Overwatch.
They did.
I don't know. There's still
Probably the
people
last
playing it when I
13
play.
He plays with the last 13 people.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to get back into it a few times, but I don't know, Echo is pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, I don't like Gecko either.
Wait, there's an Echo in
I
that
like a
game
lot of
too?
them.
Why do people named Echo ruin every game they get brought into?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Well, the game was already ruined before Echo.
That's true. That's
Just
true.
saying.
Well, I could never
The
get
game
into
was
it.
ruined with Doofus.
To me, it just felt like a worse TF2.
The game was ruined. I think Overwatch was starting to go down.
I still think it's more fun than
Wrecking
TF.
Ball joined.
when what joined?
Right before Wrecking Ball.
Oh, Wrecking Ball. Okay.
Is that the hamster?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, that was about the time I noticed. I was like,
Yeah, I stopped playing.
I don't know.
Pretty much
I still play a lot because I like the instant gratification of just killing things. I play Junkrat. I'm Junkrat main. That's all I
Oh,
play.
Well, if you want the instant gratification of killing things,
So,
why don't you just play Quake
essentially
instead?
What you're telling me is you're a big steaming pile of dog pieces.
true.
No offense.
No, it's fine because I
I
can't aim for shit. And Junkrat, you just have to point it in the right direction and shoot in the general
This is
direction.
the first
So
time I've ever heard a Junkrat main. Yeah, I can't aim for shit, so I play. Like nobody's ever admitted that.
Yeah, at least you tell
Really?
the truth.
oh well, I only play quick play too, so I'm not in the
Like
competitive
I
at all.
play. I can't aim for shit. I still try to play DPS. Like I'm good, but I'm not.
I mean, I'm actually pretty good. I've had a lot of great games on Junkrat.
Yeah, I'm sure you've had max damage on most of the games you play.
Yeah, so
Okay.
You probably get that golden
Yeah,
damage.
Junkrat pretty much just plays like Demo Man, right? Except without the charge.
Worse. Imagine
Well,
Demo
Demo
Man,
Oh,
but he like never stopped.
Gorgeous. I don't know.
Or if you
he's
have
like-
that one field.
He's like Demo Man, except less skill required, and he has a lot more shots.
Hmm. Sounds horrible.
Doesn't he hold like fucking 20 grenades in one like clip?
No, it's like 5. Oh, not 5, 7, I think. I don't know.
7?
It's it's not that many.
It's not that many, but he reloads fast.
Yeah, I mean he can be killed pretty quickly too. It's just how annoying he is.
Well, then
I
he has
hate fighting against them.
he has his fucking bombs too, his car bombs. So
Bombs.
you know, that's what I call
Giant exploding wheel.
them. And then that. No, that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about his shift.
Oh.
His
Oh, his mines that he throws out.
yeah, I call those car bombs.
The ones where he jumps off of them.
Yeah,
Those
they
are
do a lot of fucking damage.
double bounce and shit.
Yeah, that shit's fun. That's why I like Junkrat. Like, he's so versatile. He can move around a lot and doesn't have a lot of health, but you can shoot
Yeah,
people and
he's cool
explode
because he's
things.
got some mobility.
Yeah.
I mean, I play him when I have to, but
And you don't
Yeah.
have to aim, really. You just point in the general direction where the enemy is and just start
it's
shooting.
literally
What?
you literally don't even have to see them.
You can just pray. Spray and pray. That's what you
Well,
do.
typically you're not aiming for their head anyway if you're playing Junkrat.
Yeah, that's true. Just
I mean,
anywhere.
you're
By them.
usually looking at the fucking sky. But
I mean, not everybody's got fucking Twitch reflexes like you. You know, where you
Twitch reflex. What are you talking
Twitch
about?
reflex, motherfucker.
You call him motherfucker?
What you say to me, mother suck?
Ooh.
See, I do have really good twitch reflexes, which is why I prefer to play games like Quake.
Quake.
Oh, I haven't played Quake in forever.
Dude, yeah.
Damn.
Dude, I love Quake. You know, freaking Quake Live is still running, even though they have freaking Quake Champions.
Oh, I
It's not
believe
free
it.
anymore,
I think you can play it for free too.
No, it's not free anymore.
No.
It's not. Oh,
I own it on Steam though.
Suck.
So.
That's weird that it's not free.
It was free, and then
Like,
now
I think everything should be free.
True.
I mean, you're not wrong. That'd be great.
No, that game
No, it'd
was
be
free,
awful if
though.
everything was free. Think about it.
No,
And think about the consequences of that.
Oh yeah, there would be. There would be.
We'd have less
There
shit
would
too.
be, yeah.
Like, who would want to make shit if they weren't getting paid for it?
Adopt communism. Honestly.
No.
Matt, why are you selling your feet pics? Listen, Matt. No one's gonna follow your feet OnlyFans. All right,
Do
Put your feet
you have
up.
you have an
Why?
Instagram for your
Control.
feet?
It's gonna take off. It's gonna take off, dude.
What's your Insta for your feet?
What's that?
Oh, look, already cute feet.
I don't give that one out on stream. Just 'cause I do it.
Ah, damn.
It's a private.
Hit me up in the DMs later, baby. For them feet.
Yeah. No. I mean, but for you though, I only charge you, half price.
I mean, it's free for me because he's my husband. So
Yeah.
Oh, I understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, if you want them feety deeds, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want them feets in your deets.
what the fuck is my
If
deets?
you want to tweet of these deets.
It's enough of that. All right, I'm gonna tie you back up, put you in the fucking closet.
Can you? Is that a promise?
Oh my god, we're talking about video games.
We were.
So, I haven't played. The only video game I've
Wow,
been
super
playing-
cute. How much cost?
Oh wait,
Deal.
are we really looking for someone to buy some feet pics? Well, I'll give you a free screenshot right here.
Well, typically, which this was during the failed start, I said that we weren't going to be interacting with the chat, except near the top of the hour, which would be the time for this. So this person happened to come in right at the right time.
Oh yeah, true.
So Matt, how much for your feet
Fuck.
pics?
It depends on how much of the foot are you looking for?
All of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
How much of
Toes to heel,
If
baby.
I can fit my foot in the picture, I guess.
I lost.
I don't know. Shit, like, what's a reasonable price? Like $64 a picture? Or...
Damn,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
$4 for a picture of your foot.
But I don't
So-
know what.
That's
So
a bad
Such a great deal.
obviously, I see the market's not too great anymore. God damn. I guess $5 for a picture of my feet.
The heel.
Just wants to
And then
heal.
it's five for a full picture of the foot. But if you want like for my feet to be like gripping something, then it's 10. Like if you want me to have like a rose between my toes,
Well,
then
can you do it
that's
with dirty feet? Like, do they have to be clean, or is that?
Oh, he's about to go
cost-effective
work
for
in the
little
garden
guys?
later today
If
anyway.
you want
so.
them to be dirty,
Oh, dude, soil between your toes, bro.
Oh man,
bro, just
I lost.
DM me if you want that nasty shit. You know what I'm saying?
In pudding.
Pudding, dude. Yes.
Just chocolate pudding all over the whole thing.
It's just my feet just stomping and pudding.
Dude, throw a slice of cheese on your feet.
Throw a cheese plate.
For one, feet are already gross.
Cheese post, bro.
Feet are already gross.
True.
But you know what? I don't disrespect people who like feet as much as I disrespect people who eat ass, so.
Well, no, I'm just kidding.
I don't eat that. So.
Yeah, haha.
Fucking blue cheese motherfucker.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we should be back.
Yeah,
Okay.
over.
Yeah.
And we're back. What are we talking?
So, one day, I was sitting in my room, right?
Doing room things.
Nice.
Doing room things. And, I thought to myself,
Here we go. Here we go.
Damn, he had me hooked from the beginning.
Here we go. I do it.
I knew that's where it was going. Like, from the very beginning.
Knew it. Anyway, I was saying how the blue cheese thing, when we had our own shorts, when we did like our own thing, I like
the
meme.
mini clips, the clip of the week stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I did like the meme one, and
oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about those.
Dude, we should bring those back.
those are pretty fun to do. I was
Yeah.
thinking about doing them on YouTube or something, but I was so lazy.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We've got the show running again. If you think of anything to talk about, just record and send it to me, and I'll get it up. We can start doing stuff like that again. Just keep the content flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Oh shit. Okay, no, go ahead. Sorry.
I liked doing those because it kept me like in the loop pretty much. Like I already like see all the memes and shit that happen, but like it made me focus more on them.
I feel you, man.
Not like in a
No.
What do we call? I think we called it Meme Watch. Was your show?
I think it was like meme watch something.
Meme watch.
Yeah, because I would watch out for memes.
Yeah.
And then I would talk about them and give my like opinion on them if I thought they were shit or whatever.
What was the
I
one that
don't like
what was
this
the one you
meme.
did? It was like the very first one. It was really fucking annoying. I think it was what wanted you to start doing it. Do you remember what it was?
Cheese touch.
There were a lot of bad memes. Like every meme of the beginning of that year was terrible. They were all bad. There was like the Salt Bay one. There was Cash Me Outside. All those memes. That the whole beginning of the year was shit. I fucking hated every meme.
For me personally, like I guess I'm a very like numbed person when it comes to like I guess just media, like comedy and like horror and stuff. Like it's got to be really funny. For me, most memes are just not funny. I think
Oh, no.
majority of memes are not funny. Like, it takes a really fucked up, like, format for me to be like, that was actually pretty good.
Well, the thing is, like, these are the memes I would talk about are ones that most people would see, like the normie memes.
Right.
So, like, of course, there's already going to be a betting of it's not funny. Like the basis is it's meant for a vast amount of people, right? Like normal people. And we've all been on the internet for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Dude, have
So,
y'all seen the Minion memes?
Oh
Those
my
are
god,
memes.
fuck minions.
like the real ones or like the ironic ones?
Is there a
I've seen
difference?
both.
I don't mind ironic minion memes. But
I mean, you can look at the real ones ironically and laugh at them. I post them all the time. I have in my Discord. I
That's
have
what makes them funny, though, is because you're laughing at them because you know they're not ironic.
Yeah, exactly. So
Like, yeah.
that's like the funny part. Like people actually laugh at them. Like
It's not the makings though of a great meme. It's like
No.
it can be either or. Like,
well, that one I think I really like just because it's so. God, it's just a fucking picture of a minion and some text. That's it.
Yep.
The minion has nothing to do with
well,
it.
the Minion's
What?
expression and maybe
Things
outfit
come-
can make it relatable.
No, I've seen them have no fucking. Did he freeze again?
Did I?
No, okay.
No, I'm good. I'm here.
Um,
I'm just not moving a lot.
Still sometimes.
no, I was looking at the
Like a
stream.
statue.
It froze. But it's just sometimes their reaction has nothing to do with the post. It'll just be like a minion with their mouth open, and it'll be like, "I'm a badass bitch," and that's just like that's the whole joke. And
all you get, you're just like,
and
oh,
Facebook moms share them
Ugh.
like all the time.
or it'll be like a minion, like a picture of a minion just laughing uncontrollably, and the text will be like not even close to being funny. You're just like, okay. You're just
Like,
but why?
Well, you know what? This is the worst one of all the things that you see posted. And I think these people might even be subhuman. I'm going to outright say it. These people might be subhuman. The fucking people that it doesn't matter what the hell you're posting about will come in, they'll say something real quick, just like yes or whatever, and then post a freaking animated GIF or video of some K-pop fucking star dancing. It has nothing to do with what the hell is going on. These people are subhuman.
okay,
I'm
so-
saying it.
this
Only
is a
people
big
I
thing
mute
on
and block.
Twitter.
You know who
There's
else
a
thought
big
people were
first
subhuman
thing.
was
I've never seen
Hitler.
that happen.
What?
Like the only thing I ever see is wow, great video, thanks for sharing. That's
That's because you're on Facebook, dude. On Twitter, these people are everywhere.
Everywhere.
because I really don't get on
Fuck
Facebook too
Twitter.
often anymore either. So
It's Twitter's
Shit show.
that's cool.
A hellhole?
Oh, there's something I like kind of want to talk about, but I don't know if it's like appropriate because it's kind of personal.
Appropriate on the vomitorium.
Is it
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
All right, fuck it. I've been trying to talk to Matt about this for a while, but he always fucking just ghosts. Just
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a
Fuck.
let me downer in that way.
he sure the fuck is. And
you know, I mean, it is what it is. What am I gonna say? What am I? No,
no, I definitely
I've never done
no.
any of those things that you guys have all mentioned.
Like, all right, so Mickey, you might have met him.
Who?
Actually, yeah, you might. I'm pretty sure you've met him.
Ew.
I know Tommy and Matt have, and that's our friend Sebi.
No, I don't think Mickey
I
met
don't know.
somebody.
No, y'all know. He never.
Yeah.
Did. He never.
I thought maybe like you came to one of the like parties. and he
No,
was there
Sebi
as
never
well.
came to any of the parties.
He came to a few.
Did he?
He came to more of like kickbacks or like chills that I've had.
Yeah, no, he didn't go
Not
to
kidding,
any
but,
of the
like,
gaming parties, which is the.
Yeah.
You know.
I thought maybe he'd been to like
No, but-
New Year's or some shit.
Matt and I
yeah,
know
well, you're
Sebby.
wrong. It's okay.
But yeah, so Sebby's a friend of ours, and he completely in the last year lost his fucking mind. I mean, maybe I shouldn't have used. Well, it's not his real name; it's his nickname, so it's fine. But he lost, like he had he got diagnosed with psychosis, but he has completely like. What's weird is this is the same guy who told me he used to, when he would like swipe girls on like Tinder or OkCupid, if they're in their like top 10 whatever, if God was there, he would just say no. And now he's like trying to be like a preacher and shit. And he's like, without God, there's no love. Like if you go to his Twitter,
That's true.
it's
Okay.
dying. So yeah, he's completely like lost it. He like hates video games. He hates like the internet. He's like
What?
calling like all like the e-girls like whores and like Satanists and shit.
Well, that's true.
I mean that's true, but it's like insane. The shit he's doing. The first time like we really noticed it is me and my friend Ryan were eating pho for my birthday one day on my birthday, and Ryan gets a fucking call from the police department, and they're like, "Hey, do you know this person?" And they were saying him, and he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "We're neighbors," and he was like, "Oh, well, you know, they said that you were like in trouble, or
I didn't realize they were neighbors.
yeah, they live like 3 houses down from each other."
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
And he was like, "Yeah," and they were like, "Yeah, are you in trouble?" Or he said you were gonna like send a letter or something. And he was like, "What?" And then he like hung up on him and talked to me. I was like, "What the fuck is that about?" He was like, "Yeah, I told somebody I was gonna send him a letter because he was playing a lot of Animal Crossing." So, you know, he was just like he does that whenever he plays like a game for a while. He'll just talk about like reference it and everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I don't know. He told Sebi that, and Sebi freaked out and thought that there was like some fucking like drug cartel was gonna get. I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck he's saying. And then another time we were eating pho again, except Sebi was with us this time. And we get in the car, and Ryan's sitting up front. He's like, "You know, you guys are my best friends."
You told me about this.
He's like, "You guys are my best friends, and you know, I want to be friends forever with you guys." And so he starts reaching in the back.
Did he pull out a Bible?
No,
Oh.
he pulls out his fucking Nintendo, his mini Super Nintendo, the mini SNES.
Oh, okay.
Because he was just carrying it around him, and I was like, okay. But Sebi was freaking. He was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?" He was like, "Dude, stop, stop, stop!" And we're like, "What the fuck? What's wrong?" And he thought he was like grabbing like a gun to shoot us or something.
Oh.
Like,
Damn, that escalated.
and then for the longest time, he would not. He just asked for Ryan to apologize to him because he didn't like the joke, and he was like, "What? Why the fuck would like? What does he have to apologize for? He didn't do anything."
Never.
And he was just like, he was just like, "No, he needs to apologize to me for that joke. He shouldn't be doing jokes like that." And we're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I eventually convinced him that he needs to go to a doctor, and he does. He gets diagnosed with psychosis.
Okay.
And then since then, he deteriorated slowly. Like when I was still out there, he started talking to me about how like the Holocaust is fake, and like how
Well, I
the
mean,
Earth
what?
and how the moon
I don't get like what.
and how the moon landing was fake, and how space is fake.
Okay, so he's just becoming a flat earther.
Yeah, and then that was the biggest. So that was the biggest thing that threw me off. We were playing Apex Legends because it just came out, like a lot, and he fucking one day he jumps in the chat, and he's like, flat earthers have some good points, and my friend Chandler just like, he's like, you're a fucking idiot, and then he wanted him to apologize. He was like, no, apologize. I don't know. He's like, you have to apologize for him. You have to apologize to him for, like, something he did. And it's like...
I walked in on Sebi watching, like, muscular Sonic porn once. So after that,
Nice.
I am never apologizing to him about anything, no matter what he asks for.
That sounds about right. I mean, he used to, when me and Matt lived at UTA, he used to come over and put on E-Fucked, like,
Yeah, I remember that.
every time.
Jesus.
That was the first thing he would do. He'd just put on E-Fucked. I don't know. I mean, he's been weird for a long time, but, like, to this point, like, now he's, like, become, like, a preacher, and he posts the craziest shit on Twitter. If you want to check it out, shit. I mean, his Twitter handle is Hot and Young 69. So,
Oh my god, it's the same as his Twitch.
Yep. So I mean, if you want to see some crazy shit, that's it. Which is insane because he's like this preacher, right? But his fucking tag is Hot and Young 69. I don't know, like.
It's because he's never changed it. It's what it's been. That's what it's been for like 10 years almost.
Yeah, but he can change.
Maybe he's
Yeah,
just
he can,
hot
but
for Jesus.
Hot for G.
Young is.
For 60.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He's like, oh, all right, what the fuck am I doing with this joke?
Yeah.
That's literally what you sounded like. You're like, oh. Right.
Do you want me to read off a few of his famous posts?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's
Alright, let's see.
We're in the
literal
literal gutter of the internet when we're in the vomitorium. Read to your heart's content.
Here we go. Alright, be careful with women, my brothers. The wrong woman can break even the strongest man. There is more to her than a pretty face and a nice body.
So, you know what?
Wow, it's deep.
I want to know what triggered in him, because he seemed like a shitlord for the longest time.
Yeah.
But it seems like he reverted to neckbeard somehow.
No, worse than that, dude. It's not just. This isn't neckbeard because neckbeard's a simp on women like real hard, and he fucking.
He's like one
he
step
became
away.
like an incel.
Bro,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He sounded more like an incel than Neckbeard.
Bro, he's like literally one step away from dressing up as like a Homestuck troll and writing fucking Undertale fan fictions.
Holy shit.
No, because he hates the whole fucking like internet thing. I don't know. It's weird. Like.
Is he going full MGTOW on us?
I have no idea what he's doing. All I know is the thing is, I don't know anything actually. To be honest, I have no idea. Like, he's completely reverted to the opposite of. See, the thing about him is he's always been someone that would like. He never had his own thoughts.
Hmm.
So he just reads about shit and then adopts those values. And I don't know what brought him to this, but.
Wouldn't it be funny if he was watching this right now?
That'd be
Right, I
wild.
was just thinking that. I was like, no way, bro.
I doubt it.
It's like,
Even
oh,
if
see
he
how
was,
it is.
I stick to what I said. I am never apologizing to him for anything.
Yeah, he just posts like proverbs and fucking
Fucking proverbs,
Like-
man.
social distancing is anti-human. Mind
Oh,
you,
so
he-
stupid.
he
Oh
was
my
pretty
God.
much a fucking neat.
Yeah.
Alright? He pretty much still is a neat. Like, he doesn't. I don't think he has. Oh, he does like DoorDash or whatever. But, I mean, I have no fear of being near my brothers and sisters. It takes a lot of work to unlearn everything you've been taught. The world hates you and tells you to go kill yourselves, while Christ tells you there is life through him. Like,
Okay.
Like, you guys know Sebi. I mean,
You guys want?
I thought I knew Sebby, but it doesn't sound
Right?
like I do.
You guys want to just maybe turn this into a Christian podcast?
Well, that's my name, so.
Can we?
No, but like,
Christian's already on the podcast.
no, but like, you want to like talk about like God and stuff?
Well, you know, to an ant, I
Besides-
appear like a god.
We're all just,
We're all just ants in the eyes of God.
yeah.
But then what are like ants in the eyes of God?
I like how we bring up ants and everybody just stops talking for a moment. Like, fuck, what do I say?
Back to the goddamn ants again.
Yeah, like shit, dude.
We're these fucking ants, bro.
Yeah, stop bringing up the goddamn ants.
Goddamn.
Plethora of ant facts.
112 every episode.
Bro, I bought 2 whole pizzas yesterday just for me because my roommate wasn't here.
Nice.
And
You bought
I
how
didn't
many?
even eat half. I bought 2, but they're fucking
Dude,
huge.
okay. So the other night, me and my buddy are hanging out. Me and Tyler are hanging. I bought one of those pizza things from Pizza Hut. Like, it's like the big box or whatever. It comes with like 2 pizzas and like.
Oh, yeah.
And I spent about $40 on it with delivery. And this fool turns around, looks at me, and goes, "Oh, I only wanted 2 slices." I was like, "Oh, neat."
Yeah, that's what happened with this pizza. So, I actually wanted a white pizza. I was craving a white pizza with spinach for some reason.
I can make you a white pizza.
Oh
Nice.
boy.
I got
Nice.
Do it.
glazed.
I had a whole pizza recently.
So, it was like, I didn't eat a whole thing. It was too big. And plus, there was garlic knots, you know. But, so,
I gotta head out of here at like 3:30, so I got like 6 minutes.
Okay.
wow, dude, why?
Yeah, I just I'll explain later.
He'll explain later.
No, he won't. He won't explain later.
No, he
because
won't.
He's never going to talk to me again until we're on the same thing again.
We'll probably never speak ever again.
Ever.
I reckon this is
Ever.
last podcast.
And your
Everything.
goodbyes now.
Yeah, because you'll always be on like alternating podcasts after this.
God damn it.
Probably.
No.
You'll never hear from me ever again.
You'll probably hear from Mickey sooner than you'll hear from Matt.
True.
All right, guys, we have to.
Be a part of it.
He has to go visit Virus Chan.
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
Tell her I said hi.
I'm just trying not to give anybody
The Chan.
the Chan.
The Chan.
4. Channel 4.
This
Yep.
actually might be more, what's it called, cancerous or infectious than 4chan. So.
Hey, so speaking of 4chan, I've actually had to, like, over the years that I've worked at the job that I work at now, that I won't say because I like my job.
And
I've had-
fired.
Yeah, like they can't just go to the past episodes and heard me. talk
No,
about
actually they
it.
can't because I nuked all of our previous episodes.
But
Shit.
Fresh start, babies.
okay, cool. So, what was I talking about?
Your job, they can't talk about.
Yeah. My job that I can't talk about. I've actually had to explain 4chan to people more than once, and like they just don't understand. I'm like, no, you don't understand the power that this website has. Like, you just don't get it. Like, it's hard to explain to people that just don't like understand the internet.
I had to explain 4chan to Mickey once.
I know all about 4chan now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that big a deal.
No, it's just
Really
a
not.
couple boards,
You
really.
know what it is.
I mean, it's just forums.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been going there for fucking, 14 years now? I mean, it's the reason I know certain things.
Yeah.
Like,
But
but
obviously, when I introduced Mickey to it, the first place we had to show him was /B.
oh well, of course. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah,
go to be like
that's-
every day.
I have /B bookmarked on my toolbar right now. It's
I
been
go to be like every day. It's what I came up with a term for 4chan, pretty much. It's just like 4chan in general. It's like a fappetizer, you know?
A fappetizer?
A fappetizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I was thinking about the other day? Not to put you on blast or anything. You remember when we lived together? Oh,
Yeah.
You know where this is going, brother?
I know exactly
So
where.
we'd get home from work, and Chris would be like, I gotta go take a nap. I'd be like, oh yeah, you gotta go take a nap? You gotta go take a nap?
Like, yeah, bro, I gotta take a nap, so just chill in the living
Oh,
room.
there's no shame. When you gotta smack that cock, you gotta smack it.
With a meat tenderizer.
We didn't just sleep in the same room. We slept in the same bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this was like almost Scott Pilgrim style. Like we were we literally slept in the same bed for 4 months.
Dude, it shit was
And as
wild.
far as we know, only one of you were gay.
What?
No, we're not gay. Neither of us are gay. We're just
You're
married.
right. We're just
Yeah,
married
sure,
as a
sure,
joke.
sure.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Just helping each other out. It doesn't have to be gay.
It's not a
Yeah.
joke.
We've all been there.
You gotta share that
Yeah.
body heat to stay
You know,
warm.
on, like spring break, fucking marry a man.
Yeah, this is how it be, dude.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't gay about it. Just married.
Like we still have sex with women. Like what the fuck?
Hit each
Yeah.
other. Yeah, whatever.
Besides,
No.
you know what they say, like, God's
Well,
not
we-
involved, and without God, there's no love, so it's
More
just
each other than
a free
women,
thing.
That doesn't make it gay.
Yeah, it's not gay. It's as a joke. We're
I mean,
laughing
I
all
haven't
the time.
touched, kissed, or thought about a woman since I've been with them, but that's not gay, right?
You just say no homo afterwards, and it's all good.
that's good.
Well, I
Yeah,
haven't
or-
said no homo, so that also doesn't make it gay, right?
Well, you never said the word homo.
I don't know.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay to be gay.
Just say the words, Matt. Just say the
I'm
words.
just not.
Oh man. Fuck. yeah, we slept the same bed, but because we're married.
Yeah, because we're married. Where did
And
that?
then-
I forgot why that started. Oh, we were at we were at like our boss's old house, right? We're like, were we just gonna marry as a joke?
No, it was when we were with Billy.
But it was that same night. The
Yeah, it
same
was. Oh yeah, we got back, and
night. Yeah, but you told the guy at
remember Billy-
McDonald's you loved him.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And then there was those cops, and they were like, you were just
You
like,
live
fuck
here.
those cops. They don't know we're up to no good.
That was a different day.
Was it?
That was with
Was it-
Brett.
was
with
that the
Brett
same-
and Carl.
Oh yeah, it was at the same place though. It was like at the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
front of the gate. And we were saying how like, what if we like put that we were in a relationship on Facebook as a joke for like a few days,
Yeah,
and
then
it,
we got
just
married.
escalated, and it was like, and then like, what if we made like a sex tape as a joke and leaked it
Yeah,
as a
bro.
joke?
Yeah, as a joke.
Made
Though.
a sex tape.
And then we adopt kids, and when we're like 80 years old, we tell them we never loved them. It was all a joke.
Right? Like, haha, we actually hate you. It's just a joke. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
It's just a prank, bro.
What if with our whole life they were in on it? They were just like, "Oh, we love you" as a joke. Have a
Right?
good day at school.
Yeah, right. Like, Dad, can I get $20? Ha. Yeah, here. But it's just a joke.
It's just a joke,
Fucking
though.
dying on the inside.
And then it's like, they're at school, it's like, wait, so you have two dads? It's like, not really, it's just a joke.
Every moment of your life is fucking agony because of one joke.
What joke?
Parent-teacher
Are you saying
conferences.
being married to me would be agony?
No, bro. Like, one day I'm just gonna... No, bro, it wouldn't. I would just wake up in the middle of the night, shake you over, and then you'd be like, what, bro? And I'd be like, no joke.
No.
I would just fucking go to sleep, bro.
Oh, like, no, it is a joke. It is a joke. It's always been a joke.
Yeah, you like
These last
shaking.
30 years have been a joke.
You like shaking.
You're just in the shower, naked, shaking, like trying to get it off of
It's a
him.
joke. It's a joke.
Like, you wake up one day, there's like no kids there. You're like, where's the kids at? I'm just like downstairs in like a bathrobe, and I'm like, we have to talk. It was never a joke. This was never a joke to me.
You thinking it was a joke was the joke.
Is this a joke or is this what is it reverse?
I just fucking makeup and shit. Am I the clown? Am I the fucking joke?
Everything just becomes
Was I
super
the
meta,
joke the whole
and nobody
time?
can figure out what the joke is and isn't anymore.
Right.
Damn, that was wild.
That's how it be, dude. You know, it's just a joke. So, yeah, I mean, we had to make do, you know. And then Matt got fucking possessed by 2 different people at the same time, and yeah, bad
And
shit
then the
happened.
2 possessions fucked each other while they were inside.
That did not happen. that did not happen. You fucked
I don't
one
know
of the
what we're talking
possessions.
about. I'm just adding to the story.
I was saying when you got like you got influenced by 2 people like against me, and then you snapped out of it.
I remember.
I don't want to bring up names.
We
you
don't
talking
like
about-
cowards over here.
You're gonna have to explain this to me. This isn't the salmon, is it?
The what?
The salmon? I remember the salmon.
No, I'm
That's what
talking
you-
about our old
No,
boss.
Shaggy, that's what you want.
Yeah. Because everybody knows Chris likes
I'm
salmon.
talking about. I
Talking
do
about-
like salmon.
But he wanted a burger.
I did want a burger.
No, he clearly
Like,
wanted the
He
salmon.
wanted salmon.
You wanted the salmon.
That was fucking funny, bro. I didn't even realize I was doing that. And the lady was like, "Oh, is that what you want?" And I was like, "No, no, no. He wants salmon."
No, he wants the salmon.
Even though he was
I was
pointing
like-
at me when he said, I want what he
I
has.
was like, "No, he."
Yeah, I was like, I want what he's getting, and I was like, yeah, he wants the salmon.
I was like, Chris. So I've done that at work, and I've explained to people that is a joke, and they don't believe me. They're like, "No, you're just trying to cover it up." I'm like, "Whatever, dude. Whatever." I'm like, I know, like, I can't explain it to them. The people that understand me over there, that know I'm full of shit, like, get it, but like, they get the comedy of me hitting something joke, right? Like, that's funny, right? You're like, motherfucker. But like, when you're like, that's funny, right?
Yeah.
To us it is, yeah.
Yeah, you're like, it's fucking.
I just slammed my desk down, just fucking, like.
All right. I gotta get moving. I'll try to hop in if I'm around at the very end. I'm already
try.
late for
Okay.
something very important.
Very important, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds
So,
He's a very
yeah, good luck
important
on the
man.
rest of it. I know it's gonna be boring without me. So if anybody, wants to leave because I'm leaving, I get it, but I wouldn't.
Oh, you're trying to fuck me over now too.
Right? All right. The show's over because I'm leaving.
Everybody else leaves. It's just me here on the show by myself.
cute. That's me every time I hop out of my Discord. Everyone just dibs. It's like, guys, you can, play with each other. No
Yeah,
homo.
Full
Oh no,
homo.
no. All right. I'll see you guys.
Hey, you don't say it.
Yeah, yeah,
Alright,
see ya.
Reese's Pieces.
I'm
Oh,
at-
fuck.
Adios.
Okay, which also means
Alright, now that that fucking guy's left.
I gotta reposition myself.
Always fucking. Always being gay.
So
To me.
Tommy,
Yeah.
I'm on page 11
11 of.
of the of
Oh,
the
okay.
of the comic thing.
Is there a problem?
No,
Oh, okay.
not yet.
You're just
Not-
giving me an update.
Yeah, because I don't think I have yet, but it's coming along. I'm digging it.
Good, good.
I'm digging how it's looking. So
I like to hear that. Because you're like
yeah,
one of the only people I trust on, like, just blindly trust on their taste when it comes to this type of stuff. So, if you say you're liking how it's coming out, I believe you.
yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna say like maybe 2 next week, or I guess it depends on how much I work this week, but maybe in beginning of next month, maybe in like maybe 3 or 4 weeks. Hopefully it should be close to being finished, because there's still a lot to do, because it's very, I don't know, just the way I'm doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
It takes a lot of time, but it's fun. I love doing it. This is
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I hope I gave you enough takes to choose from. I told everybody we needed no
Oh, yeah.
less than 3 good takes for each line.
So far, it's been good. The only issue I've had is through Matt's mic, which sometimes it peaks, but
Yeah, he has a tendency to do
it
that.
it's fine because it works with his character, I guess.
Yeah.
It just works for me. It's great. So, but other than that, though, yeah, no problems, and it's looking good.
Yeah, I can't wait till that's done and I can share it with people, because I think it'll
Mhm.
add an extra flavor to the comic than it originally had.
Oh.
And speaking
Yeah.
of,
Yeah,
so people can know what we're talking about, Eno here is editing a dub of my webcomic, which you can find at xdynamuschaos.com, and when that's done, we'll put it up on the YouTube page associated with it.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
How was it?
it is gonna be YouTube, right? That's what you just said.
Yeah,
So you
it's gonna be
post
on
it to
YouTube. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. You can post it on yours as well if you want. I don't care.
Oh no, yeah, okay. I just because I'm using audio from YouTube's free audio library that you don't need the attribution links in the description or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So as long as it's on YouTube, that's great.
Yeah. It's going to go straight to YouTube. And then I'll probably embed it on the site in a post, but it will be the YouTube video
Yeah.
embedded, so it'll still count as being on YouTube.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for me to finish it, for y'all to see it. It's cool.
I'm excited too. I'm actually really excited because this thing was supposed to be started a long time ago, and people just were not on the ball with getting me their lines and stuff. It took me 3.5 months after Matt said that he would do his lines, over like the course of a whole summer, to actually get him over to do his lines.
Damn.
Which sounds totally aligned for Matt, for anybody who's know him. And then I had one person. It took me a long time to even find somebody to do it, but I wasn't super concerned until I had Matt's lines in the first place. But I had one person lined up for months to do the Screams of the Succubus, and they just did not. They kind of ghosted me, and I kept reminding them, and it just never happened.
Huh.
So then I had to go and ask another friend, who I should have just asked in the first place. I didn't think about it until like way later, to do it. And it was a lot faster, but it still took a few weeks because she had to schedule time with her living situation, roommates and stuff like that. But it's like, man, I should have just asked you like months ago instead of putting up like an open roll call.
Right. Whew.
Yeah. And if it's really good, I mean, if you're enjoying it too, and if people get some views, I can contact people and we can do the second one and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah, because there is plenty of content to do in the future.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
I haven't been really doing much on YouTube or anything. I have made. I've been fucking with some music type shit. Not like anything serious. It's I have a video on my YouTube that it's actually got quite a few views.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called Fun Step. You ever heard Fun Step?
Fun Step? I don't know. Is that a song?
Yeah, it's a song.
I probably heard it then. Here, let me see.
It's not like a popular. Like,
Oh. I looked up on YouTube. There's people like doing exercise.
if you look Fun Step up on YouTube, it'll be no space. It'll be the first thing.
Oh.
It's a short song.
With the little snake?
Yeah.
A snake.
What the fuck?
It's a short song that's kind of like dubstep, but it uses a bunch of like fun sounds, like sounds from like cartoons and shit. People love it. I didn't make this stuff. I gave credit to who made it, but people have been asking, like they're like, make more Fun Step. This is the best like song. They went on my other videos and they commented, they're like, make more Fun Step. And I gave it an attempt. I made a Fun Step remix of. Mickey, did you play League of Legends?
Wait, did I play what?
League of Legends.
Oh,
I
I've played
forced
League
him
of
to play a
Legends
few
before.
times.
Okay, so did you guys watch? I'm pretty sure you have, Tommy.
Mhm.
But did you watch the season 2 championship?
Well, I did. Eno
World
doesn't
Champion.
watch League. He's only
Oh, you
played
never
it a
watch
few
it?
times. No.
So there was this one song that they played over and fucking over again, and they brought it back for later seasons
You
too.
talking about Silver Scrapes?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I made a Fun Step remix of
Yeah.
Silver Screen.
I'm sure
Oh,
Eno's heard Silver Scrapes by
Oh.
Danny McCarthy. It's been in like Kia
It's-
commercials and stuff like that as well afterwards.
Yeah, it has. It's also been used on like ESPN
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit. And
That's
it's-
when it goes like.
Holy shit. Okay, Tommy, as soon as you started doing that, I was listening to the song in the background. As soon
It
as
kicked
you
in
did
like
that,
a-
it did that in the song. Like, that was perfect sync. Holy fuck.
So I made a Fun Step remix of that song, and it's pretty fucking good.
Dude, I
pretty
love
happy
Silver
with
Scrapes.
it.
I still just listen to it every so often because I just love that song.
I'll post the link. But yeah, I made a remix because my friend wanted me to. He told me to do it, and I was like, all right, that'll give me some like something to make before I have to like make my own shit. I don't know. I have no idea how to use music programs like Fruit Loops or anything like that. I have no idea. So it's everything I have to learn from scratch.
That's the best time to learn.
And
Mm.
so, go ahead.
What?
Huh?
I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh, wait, what? No.
Fruit
But,
Loops.
Fruit Loops, yeah.
Fruities. Fruity Loops.
I could go for some Fruit Loops.
Fruities.
Fucking insane.
Them fruity tooty
But
loops.
Fruity Tooty Loops, that wacky bird. But yeah, that's all I've been doing. I also did like there was like this meme. There was this Twitter post that was like saying that these people sounded the way that they typed this thing sounded like an audio log from BioShock. So I just made a video of that, like.
Oh yeah, no, I
reading
remember.
it.
You sent that to me.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that was
love it.
that was
It's
pretty
so
good. Yeah.
And yeah, I've just been doing shit like that. There's another one I might do something that's like that. And yeah, that's all I've been doing. I've just been doing like random
Yeah.
shit. Nothing like consistent or anything.
Oh, actually, you know, it's a funny thing. It reminded me. The person who's doing the voice of the succubus, you've actually had contact with before. And it is... she goes by Thick Lizzie now, but she used to
Liz,
go
right?
by Loverly Liz. And she was the one
Yeah,
that we were
Liz,
doing
yeah.
the Metroid High School dub for that I don't think ever came
Yeah,
out. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it ever came out, but it was fun to do. And that's kind of actually who I thought when you said you were like.
I should have just
someone
asked
who
her in the
should
first
probably
place.
just ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought of her. I was like, oh, it's probably her.
Yeah.
But
It's just weird that we both randomly ended up on that same project too, completely independent of each other.
whose voice did you do?
Oh, I was doing Captain Falcon, so I was doing a lot of yes and stuff like that. Show me your moves!
Creed. I did Creed. I was the big bully.
I think in that
So Kraid
contest,
was-
Captain Falcon was kind of a bully too. He just wasn't like Kraid was the meathead type bully.
Yeah, Creed was like he had like a crew. His crew.
Yeah. Falcon was more like that rival type bully character
Yeah.
that was completely independent of that crew and stuff like that. Yeah, that was fun to record.
Yeah. It was really fun to do. Yeah, I always wanted to do voice acting shit. Just
And speaking of voice
so
acting,
lazy.
and
So
I've been
lazy.
meaning to ask Mickey about this, and I've completely forgot. Because we
Go ahead.
never seem to find the time to be able to finish this. would you care if I just finished off the last of the Skull Spectre script by myself? And then started arranging people for us to actually do it.
Did you die?
Oh, sorry, my microphone was muted. This whole I thought I was talking and my microphone was muted.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because this has been a project that we
that's
probably should
perfect.
have had the script finished like years ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go in and I'll finish it off myself.
Okay.
I'll probably instead of doing an origin story, because we kind of have like that little narration at the front, I'll probably write it like a pulp fiction to put on the site, so people can actually go read how he became the Skull Spectre and stuff like that, like a prequel
All right.
thing. And then I'll just finish off the script. We'll get some voices involved. Chris, you can do one of the voices if you want, if we can find one of the roles.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Because you've got a pretty good range. I think you'd actually probably be good for what's his face, Vicky. Talking about the kind of brown nosy reporter that works at the same place.
Yep. I know who you mean.
Either that or Chris actually might be able to do the ominous voice pretty well as well. He's got good range.
I could do both if
Yeah.
need be.
I would prefer to try to spread it out across as many roles as possible, but yeah, we can do multiple if necessary. I might have to do one of the
Yes.
voices myself and stuff like that. I think the only voice that'll be difficult to find somebody to do, which I might ask Liz if necessary, is that we do have we name her Florence, I believe was her name. There is the secretary of the guy
lady?
during his day
secretary.
life. So there's like one woman, and it's always hard to get the female voices. Then that's why I might just go ask Liz right away. There's a plethora of male voice actors out there, and very few female voice actors, and they all are busy all the time because there's very few of them.
Yeah.
But that'll be fun. I do kind of want to get that rolling. And then, another way we can involve it, since it's supposed to be like an audio drama, right, is I know a lot of artists that are always looking to get their stuff involved. I could probably contact some people and get like a different person on each scene, so we can have like this Western looking image that can be put up over the audio at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I can dig that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since I got this computer now, that's why like I wanted to start this podcast as soon as possible, and it just so happened that everybody was free this day, so it was like the perfect timing, right? Like the perfect storm.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And I'm just trying to be busy, getting back on projects and stuff that I haven't been able to work on in years, and just like get the production up like that. Like I can even play games now. I haven't been playing a lot of games because I'm just in production mode. I played a little of Borderlands 3, which I hate the main story of that game. Like that game was so disappointing to me. But I actually like the DLC. The DLC feels like the older games. I'm like, why wasn't the main game like this? But aside from that, like I've just been in production mode. I've been working on comic stuff. I've been working on. I need to make better layouts because we're still, obviously, if you see the stream, we're using the legacy layout for this.
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make new ones. Probably, I'll make different layouts for the different number of people that might pop into the stream, and just have it line up with like the Discord video, so I don't have to crop people every single time. So if somebody else jumps in, I can just switch it from like 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or whatever. And I guess this is a good time as any to say it, since we're about to hit another top of the hour. Is I scheduled this to start when we could all be on, but obviously if I want to keep up schedule, we can't all be on every single time when people have busy lives. So what I'm going to do is all of us will have priority roles in the Discord. So Mick, if you want to be in future, you will have to do it. I'll resend the link. I think the last invitation expired already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll give us all a priority role called hosts. And those let us get into the channel before anybody else, or move other people out of the channel for the show. which you
Gotcha.
can do the video through that. And then other people who might come in and out for future episodes of the podcast, I will give the role regulars, and those people will be able to just come in freely. And then I can just switch the overlay depending on how many people are in there. And this way we always have people, even if the schedule's kind of dim for some people, right? We'll always have the show moving forward. And then after that, I'll make another room for like a waiting room, and we could start accepting callers in by manually moving just regular members of
that'd
the
be
Discord in, and we can actually start accepting callers and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we could have our host reunion for the premiere of the new show before getting anybody else
Oh,
involved.
hell
Yeah, we need our episode 1, the
Yeah,
reboot
like
that.
of
Of course, of
Spectacular.
course.
Yeah.
Just the important people.
Yeah, the most important people. The very, very, very important people.
The kings. The kings. The rest are...
Oh god, and there was
The
4
weak
of us
peasant.
too, so it's like a freaking Japanese or Korean drama. We're like the 4 princes of the high school.
Oh. Oh.
At in 8 minutes at 4, I'm gonna have to go ahead and hop off.
Okay, that's fine.
Got some errands to run before it gets too dark. But
No,
yeah,
I'm sure me and Chris we can hold the fort for the rest of the hour. It's not too much.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
hold the fort.
Yeah.
I've held forts, with my hand.
So wait,
Well,
I
there's,
guess
you know,
Fortnite.
I move from a pirate ship to a fort? I guess we disassembled it and rebuilt the fort out of the pirate ship.
No, we're in the pirate ship.
In the fort. Somehow we docked the ship into the port, so we built the fort around like the lagoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
But the lagoon itself is actually a larger ship and a much
Ooh.
larger. Yeah, we're going.
Is it
deep
ships
here.
and forts all the way down?
Oh yeah, as far as your mind can comprehend.
Like I've got
I
a
don't
mini
wanna think
fort
about that.
inside my room, and then a ship in a bottle in that, and it's just turtles all the way
Little
down.
dog, I heard you like ships.
Everywhere.
But there's always got to be a fort and a ship in between each layer. Can never be just ship to ship. You're breaking the pattern then.
Did you have a fort in a night?
Well, we could spend a fortnight thinking about this.
That's enough of that.
Or we could play Fortnite. I'm just kidding.
And in one of the
Please.
ships, because it's tinier than us, it's filled with ants.
Oh no. Oh no.
Poggers.
We've gone full circle.
We like Fortnite poggers.
Oh, that's another game I can't get into.
I fucking hate Fortnite.
Yeah.
God, I hate it.
I played it once and that was it.
Like
Played it a few
mechanically,
times when
it's
it was, like,
okay.
first.
Like it runs smooth and stuff, but I don't know. Whenever,
I
It's just not
fucking
fun.
hate the building. It's so
yeah, the building
goddamn
is bad, and when it went mainstream, it got even worse because of all
Yeah,
the like
well, they
sponsored
literally-
ads and events and shit that are happening. And
I mean, not even that. Epic fucking even said they were like, you can be any skill level and still win.
yeah, I hate games like that.
Because they added like, it's so dumb. The only fucking battle royale I like, actually I like 2 now. The only 2 I like is Apex, because it's the same universe as Titanfall, and I fucking love Titanfall. And also the mechanics, it's all I think it's all Source.
What about Titanfall
So-
2?
Titanfall 2 is the campaign for the game is super fucking good.
Yeah.
And
See, I didn't
the
actually
multiplayer
care
is
for
so
the first one,
fast-paced.
but I liked the second one.
Yeah, if you like the story's really good and the campaign's really fast paced. It's kind of like Quake.
Yeah, see, that's what I like.
how
I like
fast
games like that. because I like Quake. I think
Like if-
everybody's
like
played
high-level
Halo,
players-
but you could kind of blame Halo for why most modern shooters have slowed down.
I mean, I like Halo.
Yeah.
I was playing Reach actually when it came to Steam. I still play it if I had the chance. If I had more people to play it with. I was actually playing with David.
Really?
I got him and a few friends. Yeah. But Titanfall 2 is really fast paced. Like high level players will just bunny hop around the fucking map and like grapple hook, and
Yeah.
it's crazy. But the story in that, which there's no like single player in the first game. It's just like the story is playing multiplayer. But in 2 they actually made a campaign that's really good, and that's what Apex Legends is. Apex Legends is years after Titanfall 2.
Okay.
There's like no more war or anything. Now there's like it's just like a pretty much like the main bad guys in Titanfall 2 have like this game now where they survive the ring. Like it's the mercenaries made like a game where anyone from any planet can come and play. But yeah, that's what Apex is, and it feels really good. The gunplay is fucking amazing. The way the engine runs, like the mobility and everything, it's really good. The only gimmick to it is there's abilities, but the abilities work really well. Like they're not. It's not like Overwatch, where it's just ults. Like you ult and you win. That's the thing. That's what Overwatch is. Overwatch is you wait until your whole team has all has ults, and then you kill the other team and win.
Well, is it more like Quake Champions when it comes to abilities? Where like they can help you get the kill, but it's not like a make or break situation.
Yeah, and it's also more like things that help your team as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like I play Pathfinder. His main ability is he has a grapple hook, so he has really good mobility. And his ult is he puts down a zip line that anyone can use.
Actually, I'm going to say hold that thought, because we can get back to it. Since Eno's about to leave, is there anything you wanted to say before you head out?
Goodbye. No.
Well, I'm just going to give you the last 2 minutes. Okay.
Oh no. Thanks for having me on. It's fun to reminisce of the old times that we did this, and it's been fun. And I don't know if I'm going to be in the next one. I'll have to see my schedule, but
we're going to make this main show Wednesdays and Saturdays, so it doesn't matter when you come back.
Right. Just
keep in mind with your schedule, and please come back sometime in the future.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for chatting, you guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah.
Right,
catch you later.
Hopefully, I'll see you again. Talk to you again soon.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm kind of like, I know what to do, but I'm kind of relearning it at the same time.
Yeah, I feel you. We're back up.
Yeah. But yeah, I picked this time specifically because you told me about when you need to go to bed. And if the main show is going to be this time on Saturdays and Wednesdays, so you should be good.
Yeah, if it's this time, then I'll be fine every day because I work in the morning, like real early. I get off at like 9, or I get off at 8 actually right now, my time, which is 7. So
yeah,
I'll like always
probably start planning some other stuff throughout the week, like different shows and things like that. Just as things progress forward, I'll probably be solo hosting a lot of late night shows, maybe interviews with people like I'm going to be doing later today. But we'll have plenty of things to go forward. And like I said, if you just find something you want to talk about and record a video, send it to me and I'll get it on there.
Yeah, I like want to do it. I just I'm so fucking lazy.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing else I can say. I'm fucking lazy.
It's like I'm too lazy to take my phone up and just record myself talking into it for 5 minutes straight.
Well, it's not even that. It's more like I'm always like in like Discord, or I'm always like on the phone with someone, or so. I'm always like busy when I'm not.
Yeah.
At work. And I'm not sleeping because...
I'm busy when I'm sleeping.
Why am I coughing? I fucking... water went down the wrong pipe.
Oof, I hate when that happens.
Yeah. Fucking...
it's just getting time to myself. You know, I don't have much time to myself. So taking the time, I don't know. I those things are pretty easy for me to do because I don't write a script or anything. I just go off the top of my head,
Yeah.
and then I'll edit the audio later. Like,
Yeah, you
and
just
like,
have to
so not-
remember to
there's
do
not
it.
a lot of
That's the
prompts.
real thing.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know. It's not that bad. Like once I get to doing it, it doesn't like bother me. Or there's nothing. I like doing it anyway. Like I enjoy doing it.
You just have to get in the habit of doing it.
Exactly. Yeah, I get into the habit.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like making. That's the thing about these videos that I make, these short videos or whatever. Like they're random because I don't have like a set thing. I just kind of come up with the idea and I just post it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would like to do it again. I've been thinking about doing this shit again for a while now. I was gonna do it on YouTube, but I didn't feel like fucking editing because I hate editing.
Yeah.
I hate video editing, dude. It's such a pain in the ass.
Because remember, I used to do some light video editing for those audio logs, right?
Yeah.
Remember, do you actually know how I did it? Because I was pretty cheeky about it. I would bring up the Windows media player for it, like convert it to audio after I retouched up the audio and everything. I would bring up Windows media player so I could have an equalizer in front of it as it played, and I would change it to like the frequency one, and I would have OBS re-record the whole thing with the frequency equalizer, bring that into Sony Vegas, and then chroma out the black, and then put like an image in front of it, and like change the frequency's color to match the color coding I did for the image. Because like yours, I believe, was blue because I made matte screen and mine was red.
Yeah.
And it was a few steps more probably necessary than I would need to, right? Like, I don't need that many steps to do that. But for me, that was, like, the simplest way of doing it without having to go and get plugins and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I've done editing for a while now. I hate doing it. Every time I have to do it, it's just, like, such a drain on me. It's so long. I literally bought my second monitor for editing a video. Like, I had the money, and my stepdad had an extra monitor, and I was like, "Yo, can I just buy it from you, so I can use it, so I can edit at the same time as doing other shit?"
Yeah, that's my problem right now. Is I don't have another monitor. It's just the computer. So even doing this, I keep switching between the windows to make sure everything's going okay because I don't have a monitor that I can leave the stream on.
Damn, that's you should try to get like a TV or at least.
Yeah, there's a TV in here. I could probably. I think I have an HDMI. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, you should.
I mean, you can actually see it.
I'm using
right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you could just use that. I mean, shit. I have like a 36-inch. That's what I watch my shit on, and then I play my games on my small, like 24-inch.
Yeah.
Or 22. I don't know what it is. But I need to get a new main monitor because my TV screen has like input lag.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of sucks because sometimes I would play games on it, but now I can't like at all. And yeah, so I need a new monitor. But at least I have two screens. I can just watch it on.
And I don't know why it reminded me, but real quick, I need to go and plug that again. Where is the browser source? And yeah. So I'm trying to help a friend out. I actually backed this. Like I'm one of the backers, so I kind of have a personal investment in this thing getting funded. If you go over to, you could type in secret-comics.com, and it will redirect you to the Indiegogo page for Secret Comics Presents. It is I believe, 20-page story yeah, I think it's 20 pages of 4 short stories, all in a horror theme. I've been watching Jason Robinson, who is doing the art on this, draw a lot of the pages. They look spectacular. He's not really into horror, but he does a good job of capturing that gory and tense, suspenseful feeling that is appropriate for the story. It's all black and white because sometimes that just makes a horror story even more intense when you don't get that color. And it's written by Nasser Rabadi, who has a lot of experience writing horror. He has done comics in the past. He's the creator of, I think it's Stardust, and Trixie Kane. And he also has novels. So you have an experienced writer and an experienced artist who's actually been in the industry for quite some time and has even done Spawn once, I believe, as a companion for one of Todd McFarlane's toys. So there's some name to that, right? Even says an artist of Spawn. Really great product that I cannot recommend more if I tried, but I'm going to. And it's only, look, 47%. Come on. 4 days left. I've seen projects get funded in one day. There's plenty of time to hop in. I guarantee you won't regret backing this. Plus, I kind of want my comic, so I'm telling you to go back this forcefully. Don't at me. Back to the conversation.
Oh man. Times like these, I wish like I got into. I wish I got into like videos, and shit like this way earlier on. I mean, there was. See now, what's crazy is that I first like got really into YouTube, into like thinking about doing YouTube.
Yeah.
In high school, which obviously would have been a great time to like actually fucking, do it. Like actually, if I stuck to it and I made videos.
Oh, same. It was back in high school when I started and just it petered out.
And I just had nothing. I didn't know what to make videos about. I didn't have like time. I just started going to college, and I thought it was, at that time, I thought it was too late in the game. I was like, there's no way. I was like, it's too late already. And it's wild because eventually you learn that it's never too late.
It is definitely never too late.
Like when it comes to like YouTube and Twitch or this water. Sorry. And any of that shit, like, I mean, yeah, I guess eventually it could be too late if something ever takes over, but I mean, it's been fucking how long? And we've had YouTube, like 14 years?
Yeah, I think it technically started in 2005, but it really didn't get going till 2006.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so like 14 years. And we were only fucking 4 or 5 years in when I was in high school.
Yeah.
It's like, I thought it was too late back then.
You really didn't get the height of YouTube until like between 2010 to 2016,
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing is I when I was thought about doing it was 2011.
Yeah.
So that was like when it started going up a lot, and it was to the point where I was just like, there's no way. But I feel like as long as you're consistent and you have like something that anyone's interested in, like anyone.
Yeah.
Like I've seen people who have really popular channels for something that blows my mind, and like, and not in a good way. It blows my mind that people are interested in, and they'll just have so many fucking, just because there's so many people in the world, and it's pretty cool. It's cool in a way, and yeah, I don't know. It's dope.
Yeah, it is cool. What's weird though is that, especially the people in our crew and stuff, it seems the only time anybody does anything is once I have the ability to get going again and I corral everybody together.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really. I mean, that's true
Yeah.
to a point.
I mean, because
I've
anybody
been
else could
doing
have hosted the Vomitorium while I wasn't able to, but we just never scheduled anything.
I just didn't know, like, I don't know. I felt
Yeah.
like
No,
it
and then
was,
you
like,
like,
more like I
you
didn't
know,
want to like step in like that.
yeah, and you're all the way in New York, so it's
Yeah,
like
I'm in New York now, so
we'd actually have to like get onto a phone call to discuss things. It's not like with Matt I could just walk down the street or something like that.
yeah, exactly.
And then I didn't. Obviously, Mickey couldn't because you stepped in the first place to be able to take over for Mickey. Which a lot of people, the lore of the Vomitorium, because I did nuke everything for a fresh start. Eno was the original third host with me and my brother, and about I think it was a little before the halfway mark. He was in a position. I think he was moving or whatever, and he just didn't have a setup for quiet space or anything like that. There was like kids running around, so he had to drop out. He couldn't consistently be on, and then we looked for another host, and that you hopped in then because you wanted to be on a podcast, and it just happened to work out perfectly with the timing.
Yeah, I've been wanting to. I love doing podcasts. I mean, I do this shit like daily anyway,
Yeah,
so I might as well, have other people. And I've talked about that before. Like when I would stream, like everyone would be like, "Well, just turn on your fucking stream. Like it's just continue what you're doing
yeah,
anyway, and just turn on your stream because it's the stuff we talk about is interesting. People like that shit, and if they have something to watch as well, might as well.
yeah,
So, if you can entertain people while entertaining yourself, like, fuck it. I love entertaining. That's like why I live.
Oh, this is why I actually put an audio recorder on my new phone. Because look at this. My other phone was shit. This is an S8 Edge, so it actually has a decent amount of power and stuff to it. I put audio recorder on there because obviously I would ask the person's permission first before posting anything. I have a lot of interesting conversations when I go out, like eat lunch with people and stuff like that. I might as well be recording it, especially like I have a lot of deep philosophical thoughts that just end up spewing out, and then I'll forget it a week later.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've thought about doing that where I
Yeah.
could just where I just record like everything, but I don't know, I just never did it. And like there's so many times where we're like we'll all be playing a game or something, or we'll just be talking, and we're just like we really wish we were recording at that time just so we can experience it again, just even if it's just ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, having like other people would be nice, getting big or whatever, but just having shit for like us is even good enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But,
hopefully
of course, the
we,
main goal is to get popular.
we can get the podcast back to where it was. I think we need to get back.
Oh
on
yeah,
the,
no,
on
I'm
the
saying
sound
I'm
count.
saying for like
For you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying for like me.
Yeah.
Obviously, I want this to get very popular.
Because we were, I think, the height, right, on SoundCloud, because that was where our major audience was. So
Yeah,
I'll have to actually start paying for SoundCloud again. The height of it, we ended at like almost 4,500 views per upload, or plays per upload.
Damn.
Yeah.
That shit was...
It's gonna be a struggle to get back there, but let's pass it by a lot.
Oh, we could do it. I fucking believe that for sure.
Yeah.
As long as we're consistent on something, I feel like we could do it. That's my biggest problem and why I've never gotten big. I've just never been consistent.
Yeah, and the Vomitorium was
and
like the one
that
thing we were
goes-
consistent with.
Exactly, because you know why? Because it's not me controlling my own thing. It's
Yeah.
just- it's if I could like, if I know people are depending on me, I'm not gonna fucking be like nah.
Plus, I was the one in
Like-
charge of editing it into an audio file and uploading it.
Yeah. It gives me something to do,
Mhm.
and I love doing it. So
Oh, like Matt wants us to go back to making sketches again. I don't know how reliable that's going to be.
Yeah, the thing is, like, Matt's kind of like,
Oh, he
you
knows
know,
it. He's flaky.
I don't want to. I don't want to say it, but
Oh, I'm his brother. I
you
can
know.
say it.
Yeah, you could say it.
I've known him his entire life.
I mean, it's so frustrating. I try to talk to him so many times. He's like, yeah, well, yeah, hold on, I'll call you after work, and then he's just dead. That's it.
Oh, you know
It's
why.
gone.
You know why. It's something that,
Yeah, but
especially in the state we're in, we shouldn't say it on air, but you know why.
I mean, I do it too, and it doesn't. I don't do that.
Yeah,
shit.
it makes him really tired. To the point that he just, after he starts, it just doesn't do anything. Except maybe play, like, some simple, casual farming type game, like Minecraft, or Stardew, or Animal Crossing, or something like that.
Yeah, I like doing that shit. That's why I play RuneScape still. But
What's your
yeah,
total
I mean,
total crafting level on RuneScape?
oh, my total level, like
Yeah.
overall,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like 1900 or something on my account now, like
Yeah.
that I've been playing on now. I have like 5 or 6 accounts, but the one I'm playing on now, it's like 1900 or something like that. 18, 19.
Man, I can't believe there's still people playing RuneScape.
There's
Like,
a lot of people playing.
it blows my mind that there's people still playing that.
Why? It's a good game.
Yeah, but it's an old game. That's why it blows your mind. Like, I know it's like ran private server now, right?
Nah, it's not a private server. It's
Oh,
the company.
the company has the server still running.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
still popular. It's always been. It's like hasn't like dipped below like 60,000 players. I would
'Cause
say.
I remember that being something I would play back in
Like,
middle school.
at the same time. Like right now between the two, should be a lot online. Yeah, it's 200. Holy shit! Because of the fucking virus chan,
Yeah.
there's 205,000 people online right now.
Whew.
Yeah, I mean that's between both of them, because there's RuneScape 3, which is like the game. Like if you logged into your original account, it would be on that.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
that's like the live. But then in 2012,
They had
13,
the
14?
classic.
it came out old school, yeah,
Yeah.
and that's where most of the player base is. Yeah, there's 100 of those 205,000 people. 148,000 are on old school.
I don't even think I have access to the email I used back then.
Old school is just
Well, I'm talking about for
it's
the
what we
3,
grew up with,
right?
and it's
Yeah.
no, yeah. I mean, but three's pretty.
Yeah.
Alright, that's what I can give you. Is 3 is pretty, and like it has its charm. But I love the fucking original graphics, and now people are working on this guy's working on a HD client for RuneScape using Unity.
Hmm.
So I mean, all like the player models and stuff still kind of look the same, but it's all like smooth and clean, and there's like grass and trees will move and shit. And it looks insane. It looks insane for RuneScape because it's still old school RuneScape. Like all the creatures and stuff are gonna look like cheesy,
Yeah.
but
See, I don't think
like it's beautiful.
I probably couldn't bring myself to go back to playing that.
You should just give it a try.
Yeah, I remember liking it, but I also remember why I
played it for
eventually
free,
got.
yeah,
Well,
but-
I know, but I also remember why I eventually got bored with it too.
Why'd you get bored with it?
Because the game
Was
just
it just
got.
a grind?
It was because I enjoy grinding in most games. I don't. It's just it got too tedious compared to playing newer games. Like, you know, like other games came out, and I just didn't want to dedicate the time to it anymore.
Yeah, it's. I would definitely recommend trying it again as an adult. You have a lot more patience as an adult.
No, I don't actually.
Like-
I had this
No, that's what
insane
you think.
amount of patience when I was a kid. There were games that I was able to force myself to beat when I was a kid that I just cannot force myself to beat it anymore. Like I can't force myself to
in
sit
that
down
in
and
that sense, in that sense, you're right.
play. Yeah.
But also on RuneScape, like now we've come to the point where most of the time we're playing a game. If it's like something like RuneScape, we can just watch shit at the same time. Half the time I'm leveling up my stuff. I'm not even looking at the fucking game.
Yeah, well, that's what I used to
Like
do when I
I'll
was a
glance,
kid.
like I'll glance at the game and then I'll like do what I need to do. And
Yeah. Like I would do that with Final Fantasy growing up. You know, I'd have my Game Boy in front of me
yeah,
or whatever, and I would just have the TV on. No, I don't. I don't have the patience. I also as a kid, because I have a lot more patience than most people have in general, even as an adult. I had an insanely saintly amount of patience as a kid. That was almost frightening to some adults, and I've been told that before too. Yeah, I don't know why I had it back then. I just did.
I would just, you know, if you're ever bored one day and you're like, yeah, let me try it out. I mean, you can play it on your fucking phone.
Yeah.
You can, it's on your phone, and you can make a free account. Because what I play Iron Man, which means I can't trade people, at all. I can't kill people and take their shit. I have to. It's pretty much single player. Like I have to earn everything myself. Except I have to deal with people and what they're doing around the world as well.
Yeah. Well, I think also part of it too is I didn't find the game like extremely satisfying in the first place, right? I played it because it wasn't blocked on the school computers.
Yeah.
So like
that's how a lot of people started.
yeah, being in
I actually never played
computer literacy class, I believe is what they called it, which was basically just typing 101 plus some other things. After you're done with the program, everybody just booted up RuneScape.
Yeah. I never actually did that in school. I was always too afraid that I'd get in trouble.
No, dude, everyone in our class was playing it. The
Except
teacher
until
just stopped caring.
until I went to college.
Yeah.
Until I went to college, then I started playing RuneScape in class.
Dude, in high school, I took CMAT, which is Computer Multimedia Animation Tech, with 3D modeling and animation, right? And the teacher had the basic version, like the one that you could get for free, the free trial, of Halo Combat Evolved installed on every single computer. So if you finished your work early, and I was really efficient at my work, I'd finish it like 5 to 10 minutes, so I'd have like the rest of the 35 to 40 minutes of the class left to set up, and I would go around and pick up all the guns and get into my sniper position since I was there first. But you could spend the rest of the period playing Halo if you wanted after that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Back before... This was in high school. This was like my sophomore year, junior year. We were doing like the tax tests and shit.
Yeah.
So I would bring my laptop, and at that time, it was like 2009. So it was before StarCraft 2 came out. But I had ended up finding a like a cracked version of it, of like the demo. It was like a beta, but it was a super closed beta. It was only given to like media and shit like that, like journalists and shit. And I'd gotten a hold of it. So I was playing that shit in class, and all the fucking Asian kids were watching me. They were like, "Is this StarCraft 2?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "How did you get it?" I was like, I have ways." Yeah, I was fucking playing it, and the shit was dope. Oh man, I was so hyped for that game.
Yeah, a lot of people were.
Now it's kind of it's upsetting.
And a lot of people are like, "Hey, you want to go back and play the original StarCraft?"
You want to play Brood War? Yeah. Like, why? I was playing StarCraft 2 with my friends because the arcade's free.
Yeah.
So anyone could play it. And we were just playing like a bunch of arcade games, and it was a lot of fun. It was just like 4 or 5. The thing is, there was like 5 or 6 of us, and we were all trying to find something to play. And we were gonna play like Jackbox, but I have like 2 friends who fucking hate fun. So they were like, "Oh, I don't want to play Jackbox." They're alright, guys. Fuck you. I hope they're listening. But Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever played Jackbox?
Yeah, I like some of the games. I had
I fucking love it.
Quiplash
I loved it.
individually when we've played it, and I've played on other people's Jackboxes. My problem is I really enjoy playing it, and their game's kind of designed to be streamed and stuff like that. I don't get the appeal of watching it. Right? Like, because they're interesting games, and I like the interaction, but
Yeah.
if I'm not personally playing it, it's just not that entertaining to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
I've watched people play it just because I like the person playing.
Yeah, like, that would be enough to make me watch it, because I care more about the person than the game, but I'm not like one of those people, and there are people who do that, where they'll just go and they'll look up one of the games they're interested in playing, or they'll look up Jackbox in general, and they'll just stream hop watching that. I'm like, if I don't like the person, why would I watch that?
Yeah, that's not really because because the whole point about Jackbox is you get to kind of find out about whoever you're playing with a little bit sometimes.
Or you get to metagame around them if you know them already, which we did that.
Yeah, exactly.
On Raid Night, which was I should bring that back. Probably give it a better name though. But on the Vomitorium, on Fridays for a while, we were doing a thing called Raid Night, and was it part of the Vomitorium or TMTV? It was one of them. I'll probably make something equivalent to that. And Raid Night, we would just do weird games. Quiplash was one that we did on there, but some of them were just things I made up. Like, we weren't playing games. We had an MS Paint challenge at one point in time, where I asked...
I think I've seen pictures from that.
Yeah. I think I reshared them recently because they showed up in my memories. And I asked people for prompts. I said, okay, when you think of Raid Night, give me a 1 to 2 word prompt that stops or goes in your head. And everybody typed theirs in, and I took the list and we did them in order. And it was kind of like a Cards Against Humanity type game.
Yeah.
Where we rotate the judge, and everybody else would draw their picture to go with whatever the prompt was. And even the last one was the winning piece, because it was a tie between me and Mickey. The prompt was waiting on tank. And instead of like what you would be in the freaking game, like you're looking for a group waiting on a tank to show up, he literally drew Hitler with his watch and a Jew about to be crushed by a tank saying, man, this tank is taking forever.
When I thought of waiting on tank, I thought of something like a waiter on a tank.
Yeah. No, I also did something similar to that, just not so... what's it?
Yeah, I saw, yeah.
Not so anti-Semitic.
Yeah, not as offensive.
That was like a game, like, I knew I was going to make better looking pictures than everyone, because even with a mouse and paint, I was probably the best artist there. But I didn't win, right? Because it was all about, like, the comedy or, like, what the person could come up with. I was close to winning,
See,
though.
when I draw with crayon, every time.
Every time.
Because every time. That's why the thing, it's a...
And we had a really tight time limit, too. I remember I drew, like, a picture of Banjo-Kazooie in the 5 minutes that we were given to draw it. And Matt was like, how the f*** did you draw that so fast?
Jeez. Oh, that's another thing. This is going back to something we brought up really early. But Sea of Thieves is made by Rare.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I know that, yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
But that's also what pisses me off about it, because...
What, New Rare?
What?
New Rare?
No. It's not that it's New Rare, because New Rare, half of the team was still the, old Rare. They kind of split in half after Nuts and Bolts, but there's still a lot of people that worked on it. Between Sea of Thieves being supported, the support for Killer Instinct, and Battletoads coming out, that means that there's nobody to work on a remastering or reboot of Banjo-Kazooie.
True.
And I've considered this too. I don't want them to just, like, ignore Nuts and Bolts and then make 3. I don't think you could sell it as well doing that. I think you actually have to start over and reboot 1 and 2 before going to 3.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And it could be
For
great,
sure.
you know.
I mean, uh, fucking butt nuts and bolts, dude. I played that game too. I have achievement points for it. God, I only played it because fucking. Why did I play it? Oh, a friend brought it over, and I saw they were like easy achievements. I was like, all right, let me get some achievements on this.
Well, the
That's
sad
it.
part is, I feel the same way about nuts and bolts as I do about ukulele.
Oh boy,
Because I was disappointed in that game. By
ukulele.
yeah,
I heard a lot of people
by
were.
a lot. And it's like, it felt more like a Banjo-Kazooie game than Nuts and Bolts did, but it was disappointed in every other way. Like, the Nuts and Bolts levels were big and spacious. Probably far more than it needed to be because of the car mechanic that was involved. But at least you could make vehicles. In Ukulele, these levels are, like, huge and spacious, and there is no vehicle mechanic. The closest thing you could do is just roll around on the other one like a ball to try to get around, but then you still have energy, so you can only do that for so long. And it's like, the first level's great. You love the first level. You're like, oh, if every level's like this, I love this game. And then even going just straight to the ice level, you're like, why is this level so big? Then you go to the casino level, why is this level even bigger? And it just, it's horrible. There's some good things about the game, but it's like, where did you guys mess up? Where'd you go wrong? I mean, the best part about it is that Grant Kirkhope's music is in it, and it's still just as great as ever.
Yeah, some of the music in Sea of Thieves kind of gives you that rare vibe. It definitely does.
Yeah.
But
Can't wait for Battletoads, though.
Battletoads.
It was supposed to come out
How's the
this year.
gameplay gonna be like for that?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
I wonder.
Yeah. I wonder if it's even still coming out.
For real. There's. Oh my god. You ever hear there's like this MMO that was like a big fucking scam? I don't know the name of it. I actually first heard about it because my roommate was saying how he was like super hyped for it and everything. And he was like waiting on it. But he didn't know anything about it being a scam. I just saw
Yeah.
shit about it being. I talked about it, so it started popping up on my like YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
And I talked about it in the car. So it started popping up, and I was like, "Yeah, it's a scam. A bunch of people like put money into it, and it's never coming out." Which sounded like it was from the way he was explaining how the game was gonna work.
Yeah.
I was like, "That game's gonna die," because the idea was really cool, but it's not like practical. Like it's
Yeah.
not. It's supposed to be a game that was like purely run by the people.
Mm.
Like it was supposed to be like kingdoms, and there was supposed to be like farmers for the kingdoms, and it was pretty much supposed to be like there were only a few NPCs, and everything else was supposed to be run by people.
I mean, there's
And
ways you can
I was
make
like-
that work, but it'd be really difficult.
If you don't have a consistent player
Player
base,
base, yeah.
it's gonna die. Like you can't. It doesn't work on its own, so it's gonna end up dying, and it's just not gonna. It wouldn't be good.
Yeah, that's why I
It
think
wouldn't
like
work
these
out
phone
well.
games where everybody has their own kingdom and then you just pay your NPCs to do stuff just work better. Because at least your kingdom still
Yeah,
runs
unfortunately.
by itself.
Yeah, unfortunately, those are better. But but I mean, yeah, I was like, I don't know. I was like, yeah, the idea is cool.
Well, I think that
that's
also
like,
leads
that
to
would
the,
work if it worked.
The major disappointment in ukulele, because in some ways I'm even more disappointed in ukulele than I am in nuts and bolts. Strictly because the only people that had to put money into nuts and bolts were Microsoft as the publishers, right?
Yeah, true.
But ukulele, a lot of people had to put their money into it to kickstart it, and this is like the whole effect with Mighty Number 9. when you're not working with a AAA
Yeah,
publisher,
exactly.
something isn't better than nothing. You know, like at least it's something is not an excuse. You need this thing to be as promised because you had investors that were all every individual person backing it.
Exactly. Yeah, Mighty Number 9. Oof.
So I think Bloodstain is probably the only top dog. Well, Bloodstain, maybe A Hat in Time. You could probably also consider one of those big name projects.
Yeah, yeah.
But A Hat in Time didn't come from a former AAA developer. So if we're talking about the ones that just came from former developers that were known for series, Bloodstained is like the only one that's actually delivered.
Yeah, when it comes to like those types of games, like the ones that are contributed. Wasn't Shovel Knight?
Was that from a? I thought that was a completely independent group. It might, if it was from a
Yeah,
game, then I would count that
it
too.
was, but it was also like, it was on like, GoFundMe or whatever.
No, it was a Kickstarter. I just when I'm talking about
Kickstarter.
Bloodstained, I'm talking about one that came from somebody who had industry experience.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
Bloodstained was made by Igarashi, who had worked since Symphony of the Night on the Castlevania series. Mighty Number 9 was made by Inafune. Ukulele was made by Playtonic, which was like half of the Rare team.
Yeah.
As opposed to like A Hat in Time and Shovel Knight, which I believe were just completely independent groups to my knowledge. It's kind of disappointing when people who are supposed to have this experience let you down, but Bloodstained didn't. You know, it was like the one that actually pulled through.
Mm-hmm. I haven't played it, but I've wanted to.
Oh, it's great. I have it I have it on the Switch with people like, why would you get the Switch? It's the inferior version. The only real difference with the Switch version is that the backgrounds are a little more lame according to people because it doesn't like scale back into forever. They're like more flat backgrounds. But other than that, the game is great. I don't give a shit about playing it on the PlayStation just to have slightly better backgrounds. Plus, I actually like these backgrounds more because they look more like a classic Castlevania game.
Yeah. I've wanted to play it because I fucking love Castlevania. Castlevania is one of my favorite series.
Yeah, well, you're a very big Metroidvania guy.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say it's right there with Metroid for a reason.
Yeah, I think that's probably your favorite genre, right? The Metroidvania.
I'd say yeah, probably. Which is weird because it's hard for me to finish the games.
Yeah, they're so long too.
Kind of. Some of them are super long, like, or at least like you get stuck on stuff. Like playing it the first time around can be frustrating, and that's actually why Donkey doesn't like those games.
Yeah,
but I feel like he goes too hard on it, just like he did with the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Well, I have
like,
criticisms of the Final Fantasy VII remake, but I have
criticisms too for sure.
Yeah,
but not to the point where he does. Like, I still really enjoyed it like a lot, even with all like the padding and shit. Like,
yeah, well, the thing that killed my enjoyment was when I realized that they had changed the story.
They kind of changed the story.
Yeah, but even those minor changes were enough to bother me.
Yeah, they do bother me to a point, but after reading about what there's like theories, you know.
Yeah.
The game theory. But
my problem
theories.
Is like, an RPG is all about the story. Like mechanics, you still need good mechanics to make it worth playing, but an RPG is all about the story. And as critical as I've always been on Final Fantasy VII, like I still think it's a good game. I just think it's kind of overrated when you compare it to some of the other Final Fantasies. And it's clearly most people's favorite because it was like the first on the PlayStation and the first one a lot of people played. Heck, in Europe, I think it was like the first Final Fantasy they actually got. You know,
I mean, it was also just like the setting and
there's a lot of aspects, but like
there's a lot of like compared to the older Final Fantasies, there's a lot of like sadness in Final Fantasy VII. So a lot of people felt it was real, and there was a lot of
sadness in Final Fantasy VI.
6, yeah,
Yeah.
9 is
Yeah.
depressing. Fuck, but
10 is depressing as fuck.
they all kind of have that, but
Yeah.
you can hear it just in like the main theme for Final Fantasy VII, like the main Final Fantasy theme of it.
Yeah.
Like, you can like hear it.
Well, that's what 10 is another example too. In to Xanarkin, when you first boot up the game and you hear that, it's a very,
exactly.
yeah. But what I was getting at is, despite my criticisms of 7, I do still very much like the story. Like, I like Cloud as a protagonist. Even separating it from my criticisms of the game as a whole, Cloud's probably one of my favorite Final Fantasy protagonists out of all of them. And just changing his story slightly, it makes me... Like I played the demo. I haven't played through the whole thing. I watched it.
So
it makes
actually,
me less likely to want to play the game.
So the thing is, the thing you're talking about is like the like ghosts, right?
Yeah. Well, at the very end, yeah.
I mean, even like throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
So what those ghosts are supposed to be, at least this is the theory. The theory is that they're supposed to guide fate, pretty much. Which is that's what they say in the story.
No,
they said that they're fate. So they're by fate. They're talking about like the original game.
Yeah.
Like that's what people are saying. They're saying that they're trying to make it so that everything that happened in the original Final Fantasy VII happens in that. Like you can't change fate. So fate of it is the original.
Yeah, I know. It's just a lot of.
I agree.
Yeah,
I hate it. I hated it. I hated it when I saw it originally, and I still kind of fucking don't really feel for it that much. But I understand why. Because they're releasing it the way they are, they had to kind of give it to some people. Like, they had to make it a little bit different. Like, the way it ends in the original, you just fucking... Spoiler alert if you've never played Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
But...
Everyone should know the plot by now.
They should, but I have a friend who fucking never played Final Fantasy VII until the remake. And he played the remake, and I was like, we'll play the fucking original. And he was like talking shit on the original. And I was getting pretty fucking upset because
Yeah.
But like you can have your criticism, but his were dumb. Like they were like
No, because my criticisms are in reference to Final Fantasy as a series on the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand why they did what they did.
Yeah.
And that's why
there's also certain things
less.
that bother me too, like mechanical. Having summons, like certain summons as basically purchases.
Purchase. Yeah, I get. Yeah, like the Cactuar and
yeah,
the fucking other thing. Yeah, I guess that I don't think they'll do that for anything else. I think that's kind of like just
like a special thing,
like,
but just the fact that it's there kind of bothers me.
Yeah, that is something I thought about. I was like, wait a minute, you can get these in game. I was like, what the fuck? I feel like it's kind of cheesy, but I don't think they're that like strong of summons. I think it's more just like,
yeah,
you know, just like as a thing.
But it's like it's a bunch of little things independently, but they all start to add up. Is my problem with it, you know?
Well, if there's more, then yeah, it'll be a problem. It's obviously people are going to be pissed about that.
Mm.
But I mean, I didn't get those things, so I don't even have a PS4. I played it at my friend's house in 3 days, under 3 days, because I had to go back to work. And
it's like I'm just more inclined to go back and play the original at this point.
I mean, I
kind of want to. I do like the original.
Yeah, I've been playing the original on and off since before the remake. I play other games, a lot of other games, so. But fuck, what were we talking about originally though before the Final Fantasy? We were talking about remakes, right?
Where were we talking? No, we were talking about Kickstarters at first.
Kickstarters, yeah. Oh yeah, because I was gonna talk about a game that I've been waiting on
No,
for fucking years, and I don't know if it's ever gonna come out.
it's not. I don't even know what game it is, but it's,
It's
not.
not. It's called Ghost Song, and it is a Metroidvania. Oh, we were talking about Metroidvania.
Oh, and how Donkey was criticizing. That's what got you onto.
Yeah, that's what happened. So, yeah, I mean his frustration with Metroidvania, because he hates Metroid games pretty much, is that it doesn't tell you what to do, and it's like
That's the thing I like
point.
the most about games like that. I hate it when games tell me what to do.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I don't know what. Like, he found like a room and it ended,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Oh, you're supposed to just bomb the floor." And I was like, "Yeah, that's how the game works." Like, he said, but he's saying it like it's a bad thing.
No, that's actually the thing that pisses me off the most about modern games is that they tell you too much and they hold your hand too much, and it makes me not want to play a game. I actually prefer a game that doesn't have a tutorial, or if the short first level is the tutorial, they don't let you know. You just kind of like work your way through it, and they design the level in a way that you learn everything by going through. Not like,
exactly.
God, I even tried playing some of these phone games, right? Like especially the ones from Square. And the first thing that will turn me off is if they tell you, oh, you have to click this to move on to the next screen. Like they'll black out the rest of the screen and tell you to click on. I was like, why can't I just browse the menus myself and figure out what the hell's going on? You're taking the discovery, the adventure of the world away from me, and I hate that.
Yeah, I like games that just kind of like drop you in the world, and then you like learn as you go.
Yeah. That's why I like Breath of the Wild. Because, I mean, there was a little bit of a tutorial, but it was so open. Like, the old man only told you very few things, and you kind of just had to run around and figure things out yourself.
Yeah, Metroidvania games, you kind of just learn by playing.
Yeah.
It just comes over time.
Which is like the very first Metroid game. You just load up. Samus is there, and they don't even tell you which of the two ways to go. You kind of want to go that way.
Well, the thing is, if you go right, you eventually get to a point where you have to turn to a ball.
Yeah, but if you went left,
the other way.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh well, I'm an idiot. I should just went left.
Yeah. But it's great, you get to learn that on your own. It's not the game just fucking telling you what to do.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing is.
First Zelda
this
game
game
was
is
that way
supposed
too.
to be. Yeah, Zelda games are a lot like that.
Well, the old ones.
This game is supposed to be like a mix of, and this is before the whole fucking Dark Souls meme became like a thing where they were calling like, oh, this is the Dark Souls of
everything.
The platformers. Yeah, it was this game like started before.
Dark Souls 3 is the Dark Souls of Dark Souls.
That this game was started being made before then, and they say it's like a mix of the creator says like a mix of like Metroid and Dark Souls combined. It's like it has like a really dark feel to it, and it's like I don't know. It looks really fucking cool. It's called Ghost Song, and I've been waiting so long for this game to come out. It's on Steam. Like it's not on Steam yet.
Yeah.
But it's
registered like it's in the directory.
Yeah, like you can. Yeah, it says to be announced and stuff. So I mean, that's better than what I had before. And I'm really hyped for that to come out eventually. Speaking of games that came out that I never thought were gonna come out, Cube World. Did you ever play Cube World?
No, I did not.
Or did you ever see it?
No, I'm not familiar with it in the slightest.
Cube World was a game that was really popular in, I would say, like 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2013. It was just like an alpha, and people were like, it was getting hyped up because it was super. It was like a adventure. It was like an RPG adventure. It was like voxel based. It was kind of like looked like Minecraft a little bit, but it was like better.
Yeah.
And it was like a lot smoother, and it kind of reminded me of Chrono Trigger, only because like one of the races you could play was like a frog, but I don't think the races like do anything.
It's just something you can pick.
Yeah, it's just something you could look like. But you could be like a warrior, mage, ninja, and it was like an action RPG, open world RPG,
Yep.
and it was super fun. And then something happened where like people bought it, like the alpha keys, and then like the website got like DDoSed and it got shut down, and the guy like who was making it like freaked out, and he kind of just like disappeared, and he would just like post on Twitter occasionally and say like he was working on it, but not to the point where people actually knew. Like I had no idea
Yeah.
that he was working on it at all. I thought it was just like dead. And then last year, he just like came out with it, and like a week, like 2 weeks before it came out, he was like, "Hey, we're releasing it," and he released it, and it flopped pretty fucking hard. It was they changed oh my god, I can't talk. He changed the mechanics where you didn't like level up anymore. Like everything, like you would do stuff in a whole region. Like you'd get the gear in that region, and then you would get like the artifact for that region, and then you'd move on to another region, and you'd have to get new gear again and stuff. So you like leveled up, but it was by gear, pretty much.
Oh, I hate that. Because that's like how Monster Hunter does it. Like you have no stats. It's just your gear is where your stats come from.
Yeah, exactly. And at first, it was kind of. At first, I kind of enjoyed it, but it eventually got old. And like
yeah, and then you hit a plateau point where your stats don't go up until you get the new gear.
No, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and I hate that.
But on alpha, you would level up and stuff, and you would pick skill points, and it was really cool. The reason they didn't do it like that is he wanted to change it because people were just going into like multiplayer games, and then someone would kill a super high level boss, and the level 1 would be like level 80, and from like one fucking boss.
Okay, so that's their prerogative.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if they want to fucking ruin the game for themselves, let them do that.
Yeah, like I don't get why devs are. It is very common these days. Devs are trying to force people to experience a game a very specific way.
Yeah,
like, when we grew up, if you could figure out how to do something in a game, and that was the way you preferred to experience it, that's just how you experienced the game. There was no way of fixing it either, because there was no patching or anything like that. It was just the game is as it is. Like,
so he decided he wanted to change the whole fucking thing. And then the only progression in that game is you get these artifacts from the... Sometimes there'll be like 2 or 3 in an area.
Yeah.
And you go through these long-ass dungeons. They're pretty fun. And you get this artifact, and it gives you like permanent 1.01 or 0.1% faster sailing speed or like glider speed.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's such small shit, and it's like there's nothing. There's no progression. That's the only progression. So it just flopped, and it really sucks because that game has really good mechanics. It feels really good. You know, for it being a voxel game, it's pretty.
Yeah.
And
well,
it just flopped.
I don't know if you can see the time.
I can.
Yeah. I think it's time for us to start closing this up. So right before we give our closing words, let me bring this back up one more time and remind people that Secret Comics Presents is funding. It's only got 4 days left. It's not even halfway, but it can totally be funded in this time. I'm going to be talking with the artist, Jason Robinson, later tonight, if you look at the schedule, at, I believe it says 7 my time, because it's supposed to be 8 his. And hopefully, actually, he said he might bring the writer Nasser Rabadi on, which would be great, because he knows more about the core and structure of the story than Jason does, even though Jason has access to the script. It's hard to talk about certain thematic stuff based on just the script. You kind of need the writer for that. So it'd be nice if Nasser comes on, and we'll be talking with them later tonight. Well, I will be. You'll be probably asleep by then, because I think that's 8 your time or whatever, or you'll be getting ready for bed. Back it. It's really cheap. It's actually, I haven't mentioned this, it's only $8 before shipping to get this 20-page 4-story digest of horror. It's worth it. It's all black and white. It's really cheap to manufacture. It's probably actually why they haven't hit their goal yet, is because of how cheap it is. But they are keeping the price where it should be. Like, one of the big complaints I always have about all of these projects are it is too costly to get into them for what you get. And this is a very fair price. I've backed it myself. Go check it out. So is there anything you want to say before we go?
Jeez, my voice cracked. No, I mean, I should be here again the next time we do this.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Like I said, I work in the morning, so
Yeah.
I should almost always be available, unless like I have to really do something that day. But
Okay.
yeah.
Well, with that said, I'm the Metal, and that's Chris.
I'm Chris.
Yeah, and also
Let's go by Chris.
because they're not here, thanks Eno and Matt for being here earlier. It was nice to get the whole crew together. First time all 4 of us have been in a podcast together, and we'll do this more regularly.
I hope we can do it again.
Yep.
That would be dope.
And you'll see them Wednesday, but I will see you guys later tonight at 7 Central, or whatever that is in your time. For whoever's watching. Catch you later.
Yep. Deuces.